Good evening and welcome to Audio Dungeon. I'm your host, Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew, Tom Kokoza, Dan Isgro, Liam Lynch, and Melissa Bonani. Thank you to our sponsors and partners, Fantasy Network, Dungeon TV, Phoenix Studios, Norse Foundry, Dungeon Dragons Memes, My D&D, and Nerd Asteroid. And thank you to our staff, Nick Simone, Percival Fairweather, Todd Heaney, Lee House, and Liam Lynch. Guys, today's episode of Gnome Patrol is Season 2, Episode 4. Wow. How does it go so fast?
I can't believe that.
Always.
I feel like we just came back and we're already a third of the way through.
Yeah.
Today is episode 4. It is The Game. A movie that really wowed me when I saw it in the 90s.
Michael Douglas.
Oh yeah.
Michael Douglas, yes. He was killing it then, falling down.
That movie.
Oh,
Yes.
Basic Instinct, right?
Yeah.
He was really killing the 90s. So it's a great movie. You can see how it applies. It'll be fun to see what's going on. And I look forward to this episode today. Welcome to our Patreon subscribers. Don't forget you have a Patreon reroll that you can give any one of these fine people right next to me. So feel free to give them one and save their lives, because today might be a crazy amount of combat. I'm not saying it is, but it might be. You never know. You never know what's going to happen. So, yeah.
Give it to the blue side.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Green side?
Green side over here. Come on now.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Blue side's better.
Almost House of the Dragon vibes going on.
Yeah, that's right.
Guys, we're gonna get ready and start off right now, and we're gonna play a game we haven't played in a while, hosted by Tom Kokoza, and it's called Riddles in the Dark.
Hi everyone. I'm Tom Kokoza. Welcome to Riddles in the Dark. If this is the first time you're seeing the game, or if it's been so long that you don't remember what the rules are, here's a quick recap of how this works. In a little bit, I'm going to read a little short story with a mystery and fantasy element to it. It's going to have a question at the end, a mystery to solve. That's the titled riddle. You're going to solve it, along with the players here in the room. You're going to get clues on how to solve it by asking me yes or no questions, which I'll answer honestly. We'll have 10 minutes to solve tonight's riddle, which is called Go, Slow, Stop. The pirate captain sat on top of the treasure chest, looking up at the watery roof of the magical cave, and laughing. He couldn't win for losing. 3 keys and 1 treasure. The lady, the tiger, or the other tiger. Curses. His first mate held a green key. R. Green means go. His second mate held a red key. I. Red means stop the trap. His third mate held a yellow key. Yellow is the color of gold, and that be what we want. The riddle. Which key and why?
Great question.
How many locks are on the treasure chest?
1.
Is there a color of the lock on the treasure chest?
The lock on the treasure chest is not invisible. It does have a color. Yes.
What color? Can't say that. Is it one of the 3 colors of the keys?
No, it is not.
Is the correct key one of those 3 keys?
Yes.
Okay. The captain is sitting on the treasure chest,
He is sitting on the treasure chest.
and the treasure chest is locked. Is the treasure chest locked?
It has a lock on it.
Did they...
Is it a stop?
I will tell you this. The captain certainly believes that it is locked.
Okay. Are they trying to unlock it?
They are trying to unlock it. Charles Morrison asks, is it a stoplight? Is what a stoplight? No. There's no stoplight in here. So no, it's not a stoplight. Phantom in the Morning. Is the pirate captain a half-orc? No, he is not. Therefore, but is it locked? Yes, it's locked. I don't know why I was being coy about it. Matrix Me asks, do all the keys look the same? No.
Is there a key that looks like the lock?
No.
Do the keys look the same aside from their colors?
Yes.
In shape?
Yes.
Identical shape.
Yes.
Will any of the keys unlock the chest? Or rather, will all of the keys unlock the chest?
No. Yeah, no, they won't. I had to think about it for a second. But no.
Okay. Will only one key unlock the chest?
No.
Will only one of the 3 keys unlock the chest?
No.
Will 2 keys unlock the chest?
Yes.
Will one key trigger a big trap?
No.
Does the contents of the chest change depending on the key that opens
No.
the chest? No.
Does something bad happen if you use the wrong key to open it?
Yes.
Okay.
Does the chest eat you if you use the wrong key?
No.
Okay, I'm going to ask you this.
Okay.
Does
Yeah.
only one key open the chest and reveal the treasure? Does only one key open the chest to reveal the treasure?
No.
Do 2 keys open the chest to reveal the treasure?
Yes.
Does one of those 2 keys also set off a trap?
Yes.
And does the 3rd key just do nothing?
No.
Does the 3rd key just set a trap and not open anything?
Yes.
Okay.
Some questions coming in.
Okay.
All right. Servant 4 asks, are the keys made of metal? Yes, they are. Charles Morrison, do the keys combine into one? No, they are not Voltron. Phantom in the Morning. Did the other tiger look different from the tiger? Yes. I would say yes. Matrix is me. Do any of the keys look more worn? No. Terran 4. Will there be different effects if the keys are used? Yes. And in the Morning. Is the cave underwater? It is. Do the 2 keys need to be used together? No.
So you have to use one key. Do you have to use one key?
You don't have to do anything. No, yes. Yeah. If you're asking, is only one key, appropriate to use to get the desired effect of getting a treasure and not setting off a trap? The answer is yes.
So, Captain said, a lady, a tiger, and a tiger.
He did say that.
Do those correlate to the keys somehow?
Yeah.
I'm assuming the lady is the one where nothing happens when you use it to open it up.
Yes.
If you use the wrong key, does the water on the ceiling fall down and drown you?
Yeah. Yeah. When I said the cave, when the question was the cave underwater, yeah, like the ceiling is made of water. Let's see.
Oh, yo.
Oh, yo.
Oh, yo, ho, ho.
I mean, we could just ask, right? Couldn't we just say, does the green key open the chest? Not like we're not doing it. We're just asking about it.
Does the green key open the chest? Yes, it does.
Does the green key set off a trap when it opens the chest?
No, it doesn't.
So it's the green key.
Yeah.
But we have to figure out why.
We have to
Right.
figure out why. That's why I put that in there.
But green means because green means go.
No. That's not
Oh.
Green.
It is not because green means go.
Is there a lady on the ship?
Is there a lady on the ship?
They're on a ship, right?
No, they're not. They're in a magical cave.
Okay. Is there a lady in the cave?
No.
Did a lady give them the green key?
No.
Is the red key the lady because red is lady? Lady in red.
What? No. No.
I am very red all the time, you know.
Red is lady. No, that's not it.
Pink is a girl color.
Lady in red. Popular pirate shanty.
Has
There's also devil in a blue dress. It has nothing to
Okay.
do with the
Are the
clothes.
keys musical? No, I did that one. That's a good question. Arathos ST. Sarah 4, can you use all 3 keys, one to unlock it, one to lock it again, and the last to unlock it. No.
Has the trap ever been set off before?
No. Saren 4 asks, what is the color of the chest? No.
No.
Is the color of the chest is the color of the chest green?
No.
Is the color of the chest any of the colors of the keys?
No.
Okay.
Well, he says 2 tigers and 1 lady, right?
Right.
So if we know that, oh man,
All right. I'm going to, just because I feel like you are there, like that, like the lady or the tiger is like an expression for like one is a good thing and one is a bad thing. So he has 3 choices and 2 of them are bad. So you're saying the lady, the tiger, and the tiger. There's no actual. The tigers are not part of the trap. There's no like actual tigers hidden in this trap.
Oh,
I want to be
wait.
clear on that.
That's the old pirate expression, lady or the tiger.
All right, guys, in chat afterwards, please tell me somebody has heard the phrase "the lady and the tiger."
Heard from a joke.
I know the lady and the tramp.
All right, come on. It's like all right.
so wait, the lady key is the one that opens it and gives you the treasure.
Yes, the
Just 'cause
lady
it's a
is the
good
good thing. Right. Like, okay, after this is over, I'll explain the lady and the tiger for everybody. I didn't realize
What is
that
a
was
lady?
Lady luck for green key. No, that is not it.
But the lady is the red key. We said.
No,
No,
the lady's
you
the
said
green key.
Because red is lady.
The lady's
There's lady.
Is there any writing on the chest? Asked Brian McHale. No. Matrix is me. Red would cause a bloody trap,
Maybe that's why the lady's
and
red.
yellow would cause fire. So it has to be green. That is not it.
What would the yellow cause a pea trap?
No, it's a pea trap. The yellow one's also the wrong one. Instead of water coming down, it's just pee.
Charles Morrison
It's all
asks, yellow key first to set the trap off, and then the green key to open the chest. You could definitely try to do that, Charles Morrison. Chico Rubio 1, hi, on break now. Catch the show later. Just want to say howdy.
Chico.
I like the ish at the end of there.
Is it green because the wizard who built this cave liked the color green?
No. That
Is
not
it green because algae is green?
No, it is not green because algae is green. Saren 4 asks, is there a clue as to why the green key is needed on the chest? There is a reason as to why the green key is needed on the chest. I will tell you, there's not something specifically said in the riddle that explains why.
Is the green key copper?
It is irrelevant,
Hmm.
the makeup of the key. We've got 1 minute, folks.
Okay, so it's definitely the green key.
Yes.
There's nothing on the chest saying why it would be the green key.
There's nothing on the chest saying why it would be the green key.
Is the color green significant?
Yeah. It's the right answer.
Aside from signifying the correct key.
Yes, the color green is significant in why it is the correct key.
Green.
7-4. Is there a clue as to why the green key is needed on the chest? No, there is not a clue on the chest.
Is there a clue in the room?
Yes, there is a clue in the room, in the cave, however you want to put it. 7-4 asks, is the green key magnetic? No, it is the makeup of the keys is irrelevant to why it is correct.
Is there hieroglyphics on the walls that
There are
say
no
why?
walls.
Okay.
It's water. Phantom in the Morning asks, is the first mate important to the answer? No, he's just, I didn't want to give all the people names.
So the cave is just made of water.
Yeah.
Is there something kind of written in the water? Like where
No, there's nothing written in the water.
Are there... The clue to why the green is needed is in the water?
No, it is not.
On
Is-
the floor?
Nope.
Is it green like green money?
No, it's not green like
is there something on like the
It's Shado Mac
ceiling?
comes out. And there's nothing on the ceiling. The ceiling is ocean.
Is there anything else in the room besides the chest?
They're just
Yes.
like in an air bubble.
That's correct. All right, guys, that is time.
Oh.
I have to say, I'm wildly disappointed.
Oh.
Wildly disappointed. I said, this is the first one back. Let's make it an easy one. And you guys were dancing around it and you asked a question very close to the right answer many, many times. We never guessed it. While there is nothing on the chest or the walls of the cave, there is something on the lock itself. The lock is 2 colors, blue and yellow.
Oh.
So that is it.
Oh.
The pirate captain, however, being very intelligent, notices this and secures the treasure without setting off any of the traps, saving the day. I tried to make an easy one, and I guess I didn't. And that means one more steak dinner for me. Thanks, everybody, for playing Riddles in the Dark. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Without further delay, let's play some Gnome Patrol.
And that is it, guys. Congratulations to Tom, who's getting most of his protein from Riddles in the Dark. So, guys, that was awesome. Thank you, Tom. We're about to get going here. And we are getting ready for Gnome Patrol. Which I'm excited about. Okay, guys.
Sounds promising.
So today...
Rather ominous
Yeah,
opening.
I was gonna say, like, jeez.
It's a good day to die.
Yes. Guys, welcome to Gnome Patrol. It is season 4, season 2, episode 4, and it is the game. We're going to start right now. If you guys, a quick recap. Last week, we went to the Silver City. We met the leaders of the 4 guilds. We also met the gargoyles, which are the governing body that kind of makes sure everything's fair. They're a society that competes on points to be in the lead, to be the lead political faction. They get those points from everything from into the markets, in the competition, in selling something, or killing bad guys, killing monsters. Anything that's for the city has a point value, and that's basically what we saw last week. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. This should be an interesting day. Where we left off, where you guys are gonna have a day of sharing technology, and then a day of dying. So that should be fun. So I think it is time to get out of control with Gnome Patrol!
After the Celestial War, one band of heroes rose to protect the sunken city. Gnome Patrol. 5 heroic gnomes, each with the ability to craft gnomish mech battle suits ahead of their time. They are led by the legendary master craftsman and hero of Indaria, Archie Fint, as they try to protect the sunken city from all monsters. Gnome Patrol.
Yes. Welcome to Audio Dungeon, guys. This is Gnome Patrol Season 2, Episode 4. It is called The Game. And today, in-game, they're going to be sharing technology with the Silver City. And then after, they're going to solve a problem that's been around for centuries that they just took on willy-nilly, no problem. We're going to get it done for you because we feel like it. They riled everyone up. They're just going to save this city from a large Minotaur problem underneath the ground. And that's where we are today. Guys, do you have any regrets about making that tall order?
No.
You don't.
The 4 guilds have never come together like this before.
That's true.
I will say I have slight regrets now because Scrow's not here, and he's our heavy artillery.
I have regrets that they did this because my armor is leather and that's about it. So I'm fairly certain I'm going to die because of this.
Yeah.
Now,
Reroll coming in for Tom.
Hey, thank you.
Cheer for 100. Thank you so much.
if we know how to operate our suit, can we operate each other's suits?
No.
Stop trying to touch everybody else's things.
I was trying to get you in his suit.
Oh, well,
For
there's that.
one, the suits are custom designed, and also you have to have the knowledge under technology because there's one for each one, so you wouldn't know how to use it.
That makes sense.
So you went in there, you could use it, but everything would be D12s because you just don't know how to use the technology. Yep.
Makes sense.
Okay, guys. So you guys went to sleep in the Tower of Steel. You wake up, and you come out, and you realize that you're pretty much going to have to obviously fill in Galinda, and you also see a page. We'll say a few of you start coming out around the same time, and there's a page waiting there, and he comes up to you guys, and he goes, "Oh, hello. There's to be one more meeting of the Gargoyles today, and they wish to have everyone present that was there yesterday. So if you could please make your way there after breakfast, of course, at around you say 9 o'clock, and they would appreciate your attendance. And everyone's very excited to see the much technology you have."
All right.
Oh, very good.
Hey.
He leaves. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 are there. Damien is with you as well, and he's kind of just chilling out.
When did he say when this happens?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock is when the meeting.
And what time is it now-ish?
It's like 7:30.
I guess we should go tell Galinda what's happening. Get our suits ready.
Yeah, I think so. She's supposed to come with us to the meeting?
Well, I mean, I'm sure we should go back to the ship and get her, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go get our suits ready.
Yeah, there's no danger in getting to our place and back within the allotted time.
Yeah, you feel like you can do everything. You're fine.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys make your way to the ship. You see the Queen's guards are there. They're still watching the ship. Captain Artemis is looking out for everything, and you see Galinda there as well.
And Galinda?
Hello, gentlemen. How did everything go?
Okay. Here's the deal.
Oh, God.
We're Gnome Patrol, right?
Sure.
We came here to protect cities and to protect Andaria, right?
Right.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna protect this town from the Minotaurs from down below the dark. And
I'm sorry, did you say Minotaur?
for
Yeah, there's
centuries.
tons of them. Tons of them.
And you're coming with us.
Underground.
Oh, yeah.
There's like
13 levels.
yeah, of like these things. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what they are, but there's like cats in them and stuff, and there's minotaurs.
Did you say cats?
Yeah,
They comb the cats.
yeah. They're like, I don't know. I think it used to be like a pet shop or something. Anyway, we like are gonna go down there, and all the minotaurs are trying to get into the city.
Do you mean catacombs?
Yeah, right. Those things. So like anyway, right, the Minotaurs are down there and they're like fighting their way up and they're like people are like dying and the Minotaurs are getting like closer and closer and we're like, well, we're Gnome Patrol and we'll help. That's where we're
See,
at.
the way the city works is that there's 4 different groups, and they're always competing with each other. So they never had a chance for the entire city to come together and fight this threat that's been plaguing them for centuries.
Are they too busy fighting each other?
Well, they're not fighting each other. They're like competing with each other. Like, I can do things better than you can do things.
And they get house points, and someone wins at the end of every year.
Yeah. So
Sounds
none of them.
magical.
So none of them want the other house, the other guild, to do better than them. So they've never teamed up to fight the Minotaurs. So now they are because of Gnome Patrol.
Right. But like we're gonna go too and like we all have to like join one of the guilds for a little bit, like so that it's even, right?
So we're not fighting together, we're fighting...
No, we're all gonna fight together, but we're all gonna fight for like one of the guilds, right?
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So like we gotta go now and like meet with the people who are in charge. They're called gargoyles, but don't be confused. They're not actually gargoyles, right? Like I was like, oh, they're outside, but they're not. They're inside. They're actually just like old dwarves, but they're called gargoyles. It's confusing. I know.
All right. I guess if you've all decided that we should be doing this, then let's go.
That's it. That's enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I walk. Oh man,
No,
really setting myself up for this. I walk over to Gallon.
Okay. Go over. You don't need me for this.
Yeah. Gallon. Yeah. Well, how did your interview go? It was great. Galinda, How was it?
It was terrific. I really enjoyed it.
All right, well... What? Really that important? Yes, it is! No one else is documenting what's happening here. I need to document what's happening here. Don't you understand? All right, okay. You need this done. Yo-Yo! All right. Can I interview Yo-Yo? Right. Yo-Yo, mind staying back on the ship with Alan and let him interview you this time? No, it's fine! Come on, Yo-Yo! I got some... Go!
Like you butchered my accent last week.
So one of the other reasons you guys are leaving super on is really end of the time for the interviews in story.
Don't downplay the interviews.
This is
very important.
This is the plot of what's happening. Why the fourth person stays back that we're putting into play. You know, and they stay back to protect the ship, keep an eye on things. If something goes wrong, you need somebody ready to go that's kind of holding on home base. And then Gallon runs the interviews at the same time, which is equally as important. And that's what it is. So you guys make your way. You finish up, you group up, you're going with them, and you make your way over. You grab some breakfast on the way, and then you go into the Tower of Steel. When you're there, you go up top, and you see the guild leaders are there. And you see Guildmaster, you named the Guildmaster for Gold Vault, right? Fron? Fron. So, you see Guildmaster Fron seems to not be very happy. But all four of them are there. And you see the gargoyles are now just getting in their seats. And getting ready to make some sort of announcement or whatever. So, they're talking. You guys are both like,
We're there in our suits.
yeah, you're in your suits.
Inside.
Yeah. You're very high up in the towers.
Walk in.
Okay.
Good morning, gargoyles.
Good morning, please. In a few moments. You seem to be talking, deliberating about something.
I look for like a.
Are the other guild leaders here?
Yeah, they're like.
I point to them all. They're the ones in the fancy robes with the colors.
Yeah, they have the black and the different colors.
Ah.
Is it just Fron, or are all four of them there?
No, all four of them are there.
Okay.
Is there a place to stand in our suits?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Okay.
I approach Guildmaster Elion
Okay, you approach Elion. Go ahead.
of the Silver Hand. Hello, Guildmaster Elion.
Oh, hello. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too. I'm looking forward to fighting with your guild.
Yes, I look forward to having you fight for us. It looks like there's to be some sort of change today.
Change.
Yes, some sort of deliberation made by the gargoyles. At least last night they were rushing forward to figure out the proper ruling on having 4 or 5 of you coming in to help us. But apparently they cannot agree to have the 5th member. And they believe that the fact that Gold Vault Guild is having 2 people represent him. They feel it's not fair and he should not be able to use his favor for this event because it's too important to our society. So they're mandating that not all 5 of you go and only 4 of you may go, 1 from each guild.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that's what's happening right now. You'll have to figure amongst yourselves how you're going to work that out. But I believe that's what the announcement's going to be.
Well, that pretty much works because there's only 4 of us right now. Our 5th man had to stay back and get his interview done.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we kept Yo-Yo back on the ship.
Oh,
Yes, hello, I'm Glinda.
hello, nice to meet you.
Lovely
I am
to meet you.
Elion, Guildmaster Elion.
Alright, so
Cro-
sorry.
Okay.
I guess we'll like figure out who's gonna go where now, right? Like, because
So it still works out because there were two. It was you and her.
We're gonna be.
Yeah, so she'll have to switch over or something.
Right.
Which one was Yo-Yo on?
He was on Cronin's. He was on
Hammer
Hammer
Shield.
Shield.
the big warrior team.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So, okay, everyone, please come closer. So, us, the gargoyles, last night, we had a lot to go over, and we are in quite disagreement, I might say. We are trying to figure out the proper way to handle the fact that there are 5 gnomes and there are 4 guilds that are in competition and in collaboration. That'll be happening tomorrow. So it was important that we figure this out today. Is it all right if your 5th member will not be able to join us? It'll have to be just the 4 of you, each representing 1 guild.
Hello, Sir Gargoyle. I will be taking over for Yo-Yo. He has remained behind on the ship, so there will only be 4 of us. I will be taking his place.
Ah, yes, well, that works out very well. Cronin of the Hammer Shield Guild, are you okay with having Galinda sub in for Yo-Yo, the other gnome? Yes, it's fine with me. I'm privileged to have the gnomish technology on our side. Yes, very good then. So that is that. But I believe now there was something else. Oh, yes, Fraun, Guildmaster Fraun, you had some sort of complaint. Yes, you see, we earned favor different ways, and I earned my favor fairly. And there are things that, we know that Gold Vault has put ourselves forward and into danger, and to earn that favor. And there's many times that I have lost brave warriors down in the catacombs, and there are many things that we've done to gain our favor, and now I have used that favor, and it is undone. I would have had 2 people going down, which would have been fair, but now it is considered unfair, and that because I've used my political influence, but that is the purpose of using it. I suffer somewhere so I can gain somewhere else. I do not agree with this mandate put forward, and I believe it should be upended immediately. Well, as you know, the gargoyles. We've talked about it and we've worked it out, and we've finally agreed after much deliberation that it must be 1 gnome representing each guild. That is the only fair way to do this. Otherwise, it is unfair. This is something that is too high a stake. Well, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's fair. I was supposed to lead this expedition. And of course, we hope that you still will be doing that. But again, it has to be 1 for each. And you'll receive your favor back, and you'll be able to use it somewhere else, but not on this. He kind of paces a little bit. He seems obviously upset. You know what? Fine. Do what you feel that you have to do to keep things fair. You know what? Perhaps I'm acting a little bit tempered. I think I would prefer to let everyone here reap the glory for themselves, and I officially pull out Gold Vault's membership in this collaboration. Not in all things, just for this adventure. I feel that since tides are changing, perhaps Gold Vault doesn't need to be in the front of this. I felt before I could put my confidence in this mission. Now I'm not so sure. So, I do wish you all well, but Gold Vault will not be represented here. Good gnome, I'm sorry, you'll have to represent the other guilds, and of course the fact that I am stepping out relinquishes my right to it, so therefore you can choose any other guild that you wish to represent, and there's no harm, no foul.
Boo.
That's
What a baby.
Now, let's not do any name calling. Sir, I know you feel slighted.
Excuse me. You have no say here in this. This is not a matter for the gnomes to decide. This is a matter between the gargoyles and the guild masters, the leader of this community. I appreciate that you're about to give some sort of advice, but it's not warranted here, and respectfully, it's not welcome. This is a city matter. What I've said stays. I wish you all good luck. I will be leaving. I do have a busy day ahead of me. Thank you. He walks out. Everyone, well, that went well. Stewart's like, well, it's up to you. You don't have a place, right? So wherever you want to go, pick from one of the three of us. And
Well, it would still be the same problem, right? Then one of like.
except it's not a problem because he gave it up. So
we could,
whatever he does is fine.
so we get like one of the people could have two.
Yeah.
Gargoyles don't care.
No, he denied his he pulled out his claim.
No.
So that is fine. It's equal. He had a chance to be a part of it. He denied it.
All right. Hey, Gargoyles, can I ask you a question that not everybody hears?
Yes. He approached.
Whispering. Who's at the bottom of the points?
Oh, for this year.
Yeah.
I believe it to be. Stonefoot.
So if they get two, right, they may have a chance to catch up.
Yes, I believe so.
I guess I'll go over there. Which one's that?
Do it. They are wearing blue.
Thanks. I will go with Stonefoot.
Yeah. And so it is declared Stonefoot shall have a second hero. Now, any questions? Glinda, we welcome you. Do you have any other questions for us since it's your first time with us in the council?
I don't believe so. I believe I've been filled in with all the information.
Please don't pay any mind to Fraun. Fraun is very, very, very hot-headed at times.
Quite all right.
We welcome you here. We're privileged to have you here.
All right.
Any other questions?
Now that Gold Vault will not be going down into the catacombs, do you think the three guilds and Gnome Patrol can destroy the Minotaurs without Gold Vault?
I don't know. I have mentioned I was down there many, many years ago in my youth. I believe that your technology is something that we haven't seen. It's very possible you could win and you could do well. I think you'll know shortly upon entering.
Right. We'll do it.
You can always turn around if you feel like it's not for you. If it's too much, if it's too strong, you have able warriors that go down there every day.
All right.
We'll do it. Who wants to take a look at my sweet suit?
Oh yes, yes. We thought we would do it in the square.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Yes. We actually head down there right now. Let's do it. They all get up off their benches and they.
Where are we right now?
You're in the Tower of Steel, very high up.
I walk over to Galinda.
Okay.
I say, Galinda, what if you kind of hang back here? When we all get down there and a big crowd comes around, you jump out of the tower and soar down in your suit, make a big show out of it. Yeah.
Oh, I love that idea. Definitely do that.
All right. Cool.
Okay, so you guys head down the lift. Glinda stays behind, and
Can I see the square from the window?
no. You have to go out. You have to go out a window in the back, but that's fine.
I know where it is, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just go to the other side. You go out at 12 o'clock. You need to get to 6 o'clock.
I whispered it to Deltuven.
Hey, we should both blink into the square too. Like a whole big show of it, you know?
Okay.
Pow!
Okay.
I'll walk up.
You give us the signal.
Okay. You got it.
Make a big-
Aquaman out of the water. Okay, so you see everyone has apparently been notified, and many people in the city have come, and it's like they're celebrating the fact of the partnership with the gnomes. And you see that apparently the gargoyle is going to make a speech. It's a small little platform, and the lead gargoyle is going to be saying something. You guys get out there. You walk up, and the gargoyle steps up, and he says, "Everyone, as you know, the gnomes from Rhaegar are here, and they will be traversing the catacombs with our brave warriors tomorrow. So we hope that today you will wish them well, give them your praises, and celebrate the joining and our new founded friendship with the kingdom of Rhaegar." Okay, so you walk up and people see the suit and they go like, "Ooh." So this gnome is wearing a blue suit. So please tell us about your technology.
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Swoosh Bingleton, and I have what we call a water suit. It's made for, water activities, of course, but it also has a lot of sonic power. It actually runs on like sonic energy, and that powers it. So while I'm in the water, I can swim extra fast, and it has an ability for me to be able to breathe comfortably for well over an hour. I also can cause a lot of damage with this, and I hold up like the sonic cannon. I'm not gonna use it now because I don't want to hurt anybody's ears or anything. But this thing can blast through rock or enemies, like minotaurs. I thought that would get a cheer. Sorry.
Okay.
Anyway,
They start cheering.
that's right. I also have the ability when I'm in combat with somebody who's moving quickly to kind of capture them in like a net, kind of like the sea. Anyway, it's pretty cool. But I'm not alone. There's other members of Gnome Patrol, like my friends.
Are you okay?
Are you poofing with me?
No.
I look at you. I'm like, let's poof, and then I poof, and I think he doesn't come with me.
Okay, so you appear, you see a giant spider mech goes, starts walking around in a circle. Everyone's like, "Whoa, spiders!"
This suit I put together from pieces of other suits, so I have an whole migmash of everyone's abilities. I could do this, and I jump and I climb up the building. Then I have my guns come down. I could shoot everywhere with these. I'm not going to shoot right now, obviously. Then I jump off when I land in the middle of the square. I go, I also have this cool lightning rod, but I don't shock anybody.
Okay. We're all like, we're not using the weapons on the crowd of innocents, just in case.
The crowd of innocents. Okay, so do you appear after?
I want to be like, I don't know, maybe like 200 feet away from the crowd.
Okay.
And I want to what can I do? I'll raise my hand above my head.
Okay.
And bust out my arcane sword. So it lights up and everybody sees it.
Okay.
And I walk toward the crowd and just slicing it and doing cool moves with it. And then as I'm walking, I hold it out and I blink right up to them. I'm walking and then I'm right there.
Very nice. I see the crowd kind of react to you. They seem to be kind of marveled about all the arcane power.
My name is Doltuvin. I come from the dark, so I'll know my way around when we go down there. I have the crystal suit, which is protected by arcane energy. And I can also attack my enemies with the power of magic.
You see a lot, especially a lot of the green guilds, like clapping and talking. Awesome.
All right, I fly out of the tower, fly over there, and I'm flying around the circle before I land.
Okay, so you fly around, and all of a sudden you come out and land on the ground.
I'm Galinda. I have the dragon suit. I can obviously fly. And I have these big Gatling guns that I can use when I'm landing to take care of any enemies.
Wow, it's oh, look at those guns. It's crazy.
She works out. She has to skip my day.
A workout.
Well, everyone, meet the gnomes right now, and tomorrow will be the big day, and hopefully we will get rid of the problem with the minotaurs forever. Everybody cheers. Cheers. Okay, so you guys, the gargoyles start making their way. They leave. They start shaking a few hands, and people start coming in and start talking to you. Okay, so we're gonna do 3 questions. Quickly, let's make it 2 questions from everyone else to each person. So people walk up to Tom, and you guys ask 1 question, or one person asks another question.
How loud is your sonic blast?
What's the loudest thing you ever heard?
My wife.
It's like 3.2 wives.
Oh!
Bobbing! Anyone else got a question?
How does it not rust in the water?
That's a good question. It's made of simidibibazin.
That's expensive.
It is. But there's a mine in this, the second city. Second city being so close to water has really affected the way they can use better, preventing rust. So they've had used that technology for a really long time. I just kind of joked that when I was reading the suit.
Deltubin. Somebody asked Deltubin a question.
Dude, does that sword like?
Are you? It already started, so that person just is staring at you. Finish question.
My sword.
Yeah, like what? How like what can you cut through?
Oh, I can cut through anything. I can cut through minotaurs. I can cut through rock. I can cut through steel. I can cut through flesh. Just kidding. Only minotaur flesh.
Just joking.
Super cool.
So it's powered by crystals.
Good manipulation.
Yeah.
If the crystals lose power, shoot useless.
Yes. They protect these crystals at all costs. It's the source of the magic. Power.
So we're attached like an anti-magic.
That's a good question.
I think it would. The suit would lose a lot of its power. A lot of its usefulness.
Who is this guy?
No, they're all artisans here. A lot of them are artisans, so that's a very good question to ask.
This sounds like ominously plotting to destroy Deltubin.
So the best way to take you down would be
Where most of the weak points are on the joints there.
And when's your sleeping schedule?
No more questions. No more questions.
Where will you be tonight? They go up to Ace. Go ahead. 2 questions for Ace.
Where did you find the other suits to combine into that suit?
Well, you see, I was in a big
His favorite story to tell.
a big battle actually with the rest of these guys, and I got knocked out. Unfortunately, when I woke up, I was all alone, but these suits were here, so I combined them together to keep me alive, and I learned how to use them all.
Left these suits.
Yeah, I don't understand it either, but it's great for me.
Amazing. So many suits they can just leave them behind.
Dan cut down the crowd.
Wow.
Well, Spuds McKenzie.
Shoot the crowd.
That's one way to make an impression. How much wood can a Minotaur chunk if the Minotaur chop the wood?
Patreon reroll for the ones that rolled the lowest, coming in from Mistar.
No.
19.
18.
19. Wow, 15.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I had a chance
To lose at
with
15?
You won with a 15.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
lose and win, yeah.
Thank you, Richard.
So like,
Is your suit heavy to walk around in?
That one's pretty mobile because I have all these legs. They kind of just carry everything around for me with all these gears and levers.
Why do I always sound weird when I try and do a guy's voice?
You're not a guy.
You sound like a girl doing a guy's voice. What we're hoping for.
It's flawless. James Earl Jones.
Hey, Tony. James-
Yes, I wanted to sound
was-
like James
that
Earl
was-
Jones.
That might have been the closest Morgan Freeman that you ever did. Just that throw off Hey Tony.
Did you watch on Monday?
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
No, just now.
Oh, now?
Just that. That's Hey Tony.
This is exactly the situation that happened on Monday, where I'm just doing a voice, and apparently everyone thinks it's Morgan Freeman because there was a giant owl that came out that was killing people. We do like this horror thing, and he comes out and he has a trench coat on, and he walks up by people and he goes, "Who?" So everyone just everyone thought that I was doing Morgan Freeman. And Dan's like, "Yeah, it was Morgan Freeman, right? Morgan Freeman owl." And I was like, "No, it's just owl."
It's now.
He went around to everybody and he killed everybody, 18 minutes out the phone. And finally, only Liam was left. And Liam was like scared. He goes, "Who?" And Liam goes, "Well, my name is whatever it is,
Roger.
Roger." And he goes, "Thank you." And he leaves and he escapes. So yeah, Morgan Freeman was somehow a part of that, but not really a part of it. Okay,
Questions for me?
yeah, we gotta do you. Got swishing, turning off the swoosh Bingleton knob every time.
I gotta go deeper for the gnome, for the dwarf rather. No, that's me.
So, all right.
For real?
How, like, could a dwarf get in that and fly, or does it have like some sort of weight limit on that thing?
It is actually custom made just for me.
So it'd be like a little dwarf. Then. Like,
It'd be very difficult for anybody else to really learn how to use it and take it over without having any kind of training or instruction.
I got that, but I meant more like if we wanted to build our own, like would we be able to use like your specs, or we'd have to like respec it to?
Probably have to spec it differently for a dwarf and a gnome.
All right.
But do you carry a parachute when you're up on there, or you're just hoping the suit doesn't fail?
The suit will not fail.
Oh, I would take a parachute. But...
My sleep schedule is also not available.
Okay, so do you want any other questions you want to ask? Okay. So Tom is just going to leave 1 second. Okay. So you guys spend your time walking around and just meeting with people, and they're asking you all sorts of interesting questions, more than what we just saw right now. And they're trying to find out more about Gnome Patrol. People even ask as much as, like, where's Rhaegar? Like, they have no idea, you know? So they're finding out about Rhaegar, and some people think it's interesting, and, like, they're mesmerized. They want some people want the schematics. They're pointing out little things in your suit. How does that work? Does this travel to this? This makes this work. So they're very, very interested in it. After a while, it starts dying down. People kind of just start bothering you. And you guys find each other again in the crowd. The three of you can role play. And Tom is Swoosh Bingleton is over somewhere else talking to three people and like showing his suit off right now. He seems busy. But you guys have kind of found each other. Go ahead.
So do you think citizens of the Silver City will be able to like recreate suits or anything?
Some of them seem kind of smart. Hopefully, I think maybe they can build it. I helped that guy build his the other day.
That's right. Oh, listen, I'm a little concerned about going down into the catacombs without the Gold Guild.
Well, there's no way to get them to rejoin. I tried to at least approach him, and that was very much shot down.
Yeah.
Do you feel because you've had more of a relationship and I just met him that you could have a deeper impact?
No, I don't think so. The impression we got from him when we met him is that he is much, much more competitive than the other guild masters are. I mean, the other guild masters have their the things that they hold valuable, like Guildmaster Elion seems to appreciate arcane objects, and Guildmaster Doer seemed to appreciate the technology that was in our suits. These are the stuff that kind of fascinated them. And Guildmaster Cronin seemed to believe that your courage gives you strength, and that's what's important about going down into the catacombs.
I'm also a little concerned about going down there since my suit is not exactly built for the underground.
Maybe you could like find some technology to combine with it. Here with the dwarves.
Feel like it's a little late for that since it's tomorrow?
Maybe just some sort of armor or something.
But perhaps a weapon.
We could ask Doer.
I don't think he'd want to help you if you're in a different guild.
Trust me, he loves the suits.
Okay. I mean, the other thing, too, is you could always check with Guildmaster Cronin. Ask him if he knows of anything that his guild uses that could maybe, I don't know, strengthen your suit a bit.
I mean, I can ask and see what happens. But like I said, I feel like it might be too late to put any new technology on, but if they could provide me with some kind of weapon to help me out...
Come on, let's go see.
Okay.
I find Doer in the crowd.
You do find Doer. And he's like, yes, that's right, because we have two representing us. You know, it's our fortune, and I might be. Looks like today I'll be working on my badge suit. I'll be the first dwarf in the Silver City to use their own gnomish technology suit. And I tell you, it's a beauty.
Sure.
Oh yeah, look, my new friends are calling me right now. Let me get over there. Hey, what's up, Ace?
So we should get your suit up and running.
Yeah.
And I was talking with Galinda, and we want to see if we can maybe spec her suit out a little bit too, and tinker with it so it's more equipped for hanging out down in, the catacombs down below.
Yeah, I mean, I know everything I know from you, and I barely know my suit. I don't really know anything about hers. What do you want to do to it?
I'm not sure, but my suit is mostly made for flying and coming down to shoot. Underground where there's not much room, there's not much room.
There actually are a few caverns down there that are pretty big.
What about another weapon for me to just have to hold on to? Maybe some.
We have dwarven weapons if you want. We have axes, swords, whatever you want. If you want something.
All right.
You know how to use a sword or an axe?
Do I?
Is it written on your paper under knowledge?
No.
Then you don't know how to use it.
Okay. No, I do not.
Well, then I think I should not give you a sword or an axe because I feel like you would hurt yourself.
My husband would agree with you. I mean.
What?
Oh, you're married? I'm sorry. I have a wife too. I'm just talking to you.
I can't believe she never mentioned it before.
Swoosh is only in Gnome Patrol just because he wants to try to hook up.
Chances cut in half.
Man.
That's okay. He's out of the picture.
No, she said chances cut in half, not gone from being married. I don't know if Vin's watching, but we better watch out, man.
He's not. He's helping other people.
That's it. I'm married. Your chances are cut in half. They're 10% less likely. I think the best thing to do is stick with what you know. I mean, this is like the final hour. Like, it's not the day to start learning new weapons. Like, just this is what you got. You're here. Like, if you're coming down, that's it. Just rely on what you know.
All right.
That's good.
Am I there?
You walk up.
Yeah.
You hear the advice.
That's good advice. You know what I know?
Water?
Yeah.
Walk away.
Okay, so you guys spend the entire rest of the day showing technology off. At night, they bring you to a large feast. That's right.
Yeah.
Nom nom.
And we're going to go by this really quickly. What?
Did I help Dewar finish his suit up?
Yes, you spend
Okay.
the rest of the day doing that as well, like in between. Who wants to roll for the food?
I'll roll.
As we agreed?
You want to do it? Go ahead, go for it.
Was it D100?
Yeah.
$11. I thought we were gonna get 100.
Oh, no. So you guys eat it, you feel really bad, but no, it's not good.
Curry.
What's it made of? Dwarven food.
There's a lot of curry.
Rocks. And dirt.
Lammy.
Hurt.
Lammy.
It's made of sardines.
Oh, Frutella.
Boiled meat.
Boiled meat, sardines. Oh, that seems right in a weird way.
Yeah, they're on the water. It's a fish.
Yeah. Okay, so you're just not digging it at all, and that's it.
Delicious, thank you.
Yeah, you do your best. You know what? I'm gonna be a bit of a jerk right now. Everyone roll a charisma check or a bluff check if you have one, and you're gonna try to see if you can convince them that you like it. 12.
Oh, I thought you were doing like a see if we got food poisoning.
You have a plus. You have a plus.
I do.
Yeah. Your will. What's your will?
Oh, we add will to this? Oh, natural
there we go.
20.
Ooh. Nice.
My will is
8 plus 11.
19. I'm good.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean,
28. Natural 20 for a 34.
So they totally think you love it. They're like, this kid's like, oh, I'm going. He's gonna be Italian. I'm gonna make it because I'm hungry for Italian food. I'm gonna make you some food for your ship. You take it with you.
Yeah, that's great.
It's sardines on sardines on sardines on rocks.
we got guards on the ship. You can go give it to them. They'll love it.
Yeah.
You know
We're
what?
gonna load you up a month's worth because we appreciate you guys.
Oh, that's the
A
best
month's
thing.
worth of
ever-
sardines.
Month worth of sardines. They smell rancid.
What a wonderful gift.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
We'll give them to Yo-Yo.
Oh yeah, I feel so bad that he's not here to enjoy it. It's so good. He loves sardines.
Yeah.
Yes, he'll appreciate it most of all.
Okay, so you guys are basically wrapping everything up. You have the dinner finishes up. One of the gargoyles says, "I just want to wish you all a good journey tomorrow. I hope that you do very well, and I hope you have a good experience down there. Just stick together, and remember the dwarves around you. Many of them have been there a long time. You can rely on them, and then maybe you can give us the advantage. Help us get us through." And before you leave, our local reporter from the nearby Lions Lands is here, and he just wants to ask just simple questions for you. He has I believe he has everything he needs. He just needs just your names, so I'm sure he'll take care of that momentarily. Oh, here he comes, and you see a large aviary person in like a trench coat tunic comes up, and he walks up, and he goes, "Who?"
I'm Swoosh Bingleton.
Who?
My name is Doltuvan.
Who?
Call me Ace.
Who?
Galinda.
Thank you. Walks away.
See his head yeah, he almost turned it all the way around.
Yeah.
If only I could.
Not the exorcist.
I'm gonna try and do that.
Epic reference.
Did he spit out any bones?
No, he was actually eating at the meal, but you didn't know who he was. You didn't pay attention to him. He may have.
Okay.
You do some investigation if you want.
That's okay.
Mr. Says, be afraid. You give your names to a fae.
So, Roger exists in Ontario now.
No. He perhaps can travel through dimensions.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Dun dun dun.
We don't know his story yet. Have you really met him? I don't know. Okay, so you guys finish up the night. You spend the whole night in pain because the food is just not agreeing with you. It's not a pretty sight. And you guys can go to sleep unless the four of you have anything. You check in also with Yo-Yo, and he's basically watching the ship. Nothing to report. He's walked around town, done a little bit of his own sightseeing and talking to people, and it's talking with him with the suits. He stays on the ship to protect the ship, and you guys are now back at the Tower of Steel. Your honored guests there. You have your 4 rooms there. You're staying in Yo-Yo's room, and you guys can talk before you go to sleep, if you wish.
So, did anybody see Ron today anyway? I'm just nervous he's gonna do something weird to mess with us.
Yeah, me too. I don't think it's enough for him to just pull his guild out of this. I think he's so competitive that he might do something to try to kind of ruin it for the rest of us.
I'm just hoping he'll have a change of heart and decide to help.
Not that guy.
I know what you're saying. I hope not. Like, right, the whole place here is supposed to be designed on like everyone's competing to make the city the best it can be.
Yeah.
Right, and I think I hope this guy sees a difference between like winning the competition and hurting the city. Right. I hope. I don't want to have to fight in front and behind.
Well.
Yeah.
Do we have any kind of plan when we get down there?
I think the guilds are kind of doing the plan. We're just along for the ride.
Yeah, I think like the general idea is like find minotaurs and then like end them.
And there's the gate. We have to close a gate.
Yeah, big gate. Shut them
Get
out.
all the way to the gate. Close the gate.
Where
Seal
is
off
the gate?
minotaurs.
At the bottom. Boom.
Of
Like,
course it is.
right. So like, we really didn't give you like too much detail. I mean, I appreciate you not like blowing up our spot like earlier. Like, yeah, there's like different levels of like where the cats get combed and stuff, and then the minotaurs like it's just so the minotaurs.
Take 10 experience points. That was amazing. The cats get combed.
You missed that before?
Yeah, he said that before. No, I didn't say it.
So like the minotaurs only used to be like at the bottom, and then they went to like whatever it is. They're like the next level. Now they're like halfway up, and they're doing patrols up to the upper levels, and like maybe not tomorrow, but like in a generation or whatever, they're gonna be knocking on the door. So we're gonna go in. We're gonna try and clear them out. If we can get all the way to the end, there's like a big door that like was we have to fix, and then they can close it, and then there's no more minotaurs ever. That's the idea.
Are we bringing down stuff with us to fix the door?
No, we're gonna fix it with minotaur bones.
They say the door should work. We just have to shut it. It's like an old gate that's just open.
Maybe you need catacombs.
I don't know. I'm picturing to like use like a thigh bone, like a wrench. That's like a really funny picture to me.
Okay, so you continue this conversation. And you're all... let's get to the part where you're all laughing. Go ahead. And then you're all getting tired.
All right.
Did we see or did AC any of the gold guild like in the crowd today, or were they suspiciously absent or anything?
That's something you would have asked then, and then I would have made you roll and told you the information. But now, after a thought, you wonder, I wonder if they were there, and you don't remember.
Can't remember.
You weren't paying attention. You were so into yourself about people asking you about your own suit that, like...
Not cool, dude.
You have to ask that.
Listen, before we all go to sleep tonight, I think we should. Where have we been sleeping? In the ship?
No,
No, you were sleeping in
tower.
a tower. You have your own room as an honored guest.
Do we each have our own room?
Yeah, with
Yes.
our colors.
Listen, I think we all need to.
Say prayers?
No, maybe we should sleep on the ship tonight. I'm thinking we should go back to the ship, make sure our suits are locked up and safe, and stay there just in case the Gold Guild tries to pull anything on our suits.
I would have to agree with Deltuven. I don't want to, like, spurn their nice gestures,
No, we'll say we're just tuning up the suits before we go down.
but I feel we would be safer with the Queen's Guard.
Yeah. We'll just say, we need to tune the suits. They don't know
All right.
if they even ask.
We'll just tell them we have to stay on the ship, make sure our suits are in tip-top shape for tomorrow, and that's that.
I agree.
What are you guys doing right now?
We want to sleep on the ship
Rather than
with
our-
the suits. Lock up the suits.
Okay.
In case anyone tries to take the suits.
No funny
Oh,
business.
shit.
Okay.
So yeah, they're just coming up with the reason as to why. And the reason.
Okay, so you leaving?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we tell somebody, whoever I guess notices that
tell-
we're walking out.
You tell her the pages like, oh, is something wrong?
No, like we want to just make sure that the suits are like super ready and all of our gear, like
Oh.
tune-ups on our ship. So we're gonna go there. We're gonna.
Okay, you are honored guests.
Oh yeah, well we don't want to. We're not trying to.
Yeah, we'll be
survive.
back here.
if
We'll be
you-
back here tomorrow after our long battle day.
If you leave, there's gonna be a lot of questions for tomorrow. Because they're very particular on that everything is where it should be, and the fact that if you're leaving.
We don't want to like.
But
Cause like
if you want to go, you're free to go. It's just
it's gonna be like a thing tomorrow.
it could be. I don't know.
We're
You
not.
already
You
asked,
understand?
you already-
We're not leaving. We're just
I
going to the
understand.
ship to get everything tuned up.
And you can go. Yeah, go.
Like we already like caused a thing. Once.
We're not causing nothing. We're going to sleep on this ship. Come on. Customs. Come on. I leave with my suit.
Okay, he leaves.
Of course you do.
He's in the lift right now. Who joins in the lift? Raise your hand. So it's official.
Lift?
There's a lift.
Elevator.
Yeah, we're on a high level.
Oh, Ace went on the lift.
Yeah.
Yeah, swoosh, it'll be fine. Come on. It's fine.
Gotta raise your hand if you're going.
I'm gonna like chill out here after you guys. Good morning.
Okay, the three of you go on. He stays. The doors close. You guys go down. Free sardines only to the people of the guest rooms.
Oh man, I'm so glad I stayed.
Mandatory sardines.
Great. My friends are all going to be back in a little bit. Can you just put some in their room?
Oh
for
yeah,
them?
sure.
Thanks.
They put them in. They come in. They
Thanks.
put some in your room. Don't worry, I gave you extra.
As we're leaving, we're getting hit in the head with sardines.
Yes, exactly. They got me left. What's going on up there? Okay, so you guys head to the ship. No problems with the ship. Some of the guards are up, making their patrols. You see that Yo-Yo's still up, and you guys say hello, and you head to sleep. You go to sleep. You wake up the next morning, and you see it. You could feel the buzz in the city that everyone's excited, and you see a lot of people, even from the ship and also from the tower, are getting ready to go to battle, and there's a lot of warriors that are being chosen. It looks like there's about 25 warriors that are decided to find. It looks like they went back and forth about the numbers from what you heard a little bit from what the gargoyles were saying. It looks like about 25 warriors are going from all the factions.
Like 25 from each?
Yeah, from 3 different factions.
So there's 75 of them and
Yeah.
then 4 of us.
Yes.
More than that.
What about Queensland guards?
The Queensland's guards are not coming with you. They're staying on the
No?
ship.
None of them?
No, their primary purpose is to stay on the ship. That's what we were told by Goldhorn.
Good thing the ship's going underground, baby.
You know, crash into the gecko. Nice. Bring us where cats use combs.
So
We need to make like a dumb mission, like a dumb quest where everyone's just like Dumb and Dumber, and then just let it go. Just see what happens.
so can we say that conversation happened?
Were we asked?
Yeah.
What did you ask?
We asked the
I would
guards.
ask Captain Artemis if he would send
Yes.
some of his people to go into the catacombs.
He says, "If you wish me to do so, I will do it. He says, but my purpose, as directed, is to make sure I guard the ship for Queensland's stake. We are not to go into battle with you. Our purpose is here. But if you wish to override that, I will go with you or send somebody with you."
I thought the purpose of your mission was to share the glory of our conquests for both Gnome Patrol and Queensland.
That could be what Chancellor Horngard intended and what he wants. His directive to me was to protect the ship.
And not get off the ship.
No, protect the ship at all costs, which means that we cannot protect the ship if we're not with the ship.
I'll remember this.
Yes, but if you wish to override that, it's up to you.
What if we take 1 or 2 of them?
How many people are there? A dozen?
I think a half dozen is.
I thought it was like 7.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe him and 6. 6 was the number in my head.
Okay. If one of the fans members, let me know.
What if we take 2 of them?
Can you send 2 men with us?
If you wish.
I do.
So it is. Jimmy and Smiths.
There you go. That's the names.
And so
That's
it
it.
is.
Jimmy and Smiths. Smith is like, oh, hey. No, he's not.
Hey, sure.
Yeah. Don't make fun of me. So Jimmy and Smiths come up. Well, actually, no, let's not make it so distracting. Smiths and Jimmy come up, and they have like these spears, and like reporting for work, sir. We're coming with you.
All right.
Okay, so you guys head off the ship. You make your way to what appears to be the catacombs, an area you have not visited yet, you have not seen. And you see there's a large area, and it's actually somewhat below on a different side of the Tower of Steel. So the Tower of Steel is built on top. So you make your way to the openings that goes into apparently these catacombs, and you see all the warriors are there. There's about 75 warriors, and you can kind of surmise. And you see the guild leaders are there as well. You have your 2 guards with you, and 1, 2, 3, 4 gnomes, or gnome patrol. And some of the gargoyles are there, and they're kind of just talking to everybody else. Cronin walks over. He goes, "Well, everyone, I'll be leading this expedition as we go down. We have 5 people with us that are skilled at repairing dwarvish doors underneath. And these are not just any dwarvish doors, they are ancient, built from the founders, the original artisans of our nation. It is a hard skill to keep up, but they remember how to repair these doors. It is important that they survive. If they do not, it is our job to find some other way to repair the doors or close them and keep them closed. Do you understand?
I turn to the
Yeah.
guards, and like the Queensland guards, and I whisper, "Protect those guys. We really need them."
They walk over to those guys, and you see all the guys have like all these like different like little contraptions and things on them, and you can tell they have weapons on them, but the weapons are small, and they're carrying like just like everything they could possibly need to get this done. So Cronin sees to walk around. He's talking to Dewar, he's talking to Elion, and everyone starts to mobilize. They start making their way into the catacombs, and you're walking down like a slow, long stone ramp. You guys can roleplay on the way down.
What's the light situation?
Torches. They're very large torches too.
Do our suits have built-in like headlights?
No.
That'd be cool.
If it was the future.
It will be next week. All right.
What's the plan, Guildmaster Elion?
Yeah, it leads over to you. Well, first we need to get in and check in with some of our scouts who have reported in. They tell us what's going on. And then from there, we try to surmise where there might be patrols and if they have come up to higher levels. Usually the mid-levels you may see a patrol, that's about it. But yes, so we're just going to be careful.
That's it. All right.
How's your suit doing, Dewar?
I think I'm getting the hang of it. He falls over.
Oh. Try and help him up.
It's hard on slopes.
Yes.
He runs. He goes, I'm just going to stop by hitting the wall.
Okay. I think he's got the hang of it.
I think he found the wall.
That's it.
So you guys make your way in. You finally make your way down into like a long, large level. This must be like a couple 100 feet wide, and it's probably about 20 feet high. And finally, you reach a point where there is a drop, and there's kind of like a bridge going out, probably about 50 feet. Think of Indiana Jones' Temple of Doom, where you have those. I think they have. I don't know if they use ladders going across, wherever it was. But picture you have like that pit there, and then there's like a stone bridge, and then a pit, stone bridge, stone bridge, stone bridge, keeps going wide all the way. On the other sides of that are these large walls. Obviously, you can tell they're thick. You don't know how thick they go, but they're thick. And in the way are these stone boulders, perfectly rectangle and fit in. And it looks like you see above that there's some sort of mechanism that actually lifts them up. So you guys make your way. You haven't gone over the pits or anything like that. And you see there's actually lots of warriors here. This is aside from the 75 warriors that are coming with you and the guild leaders. There's guards that are there, and they literally just like waiting and just look at the door. Kind of like you would see like a royal guard, never like coming down from their posts and such. So they're there, and once the guild leader is there, you see Cronin, who's in charge of the expedition, kind of gives the signal, and you see a couple of guys on the side. Same thing on the side. And they go over to a large wheel. It starts going. There's like 4 dwarves on each of these wheels. It's probably about 3 wheels, and they're all going like this. And you see these stones are rising up. Now, as they're going up, you see on the other side, there's an area that goes on for about 100 feet, and there are torches so you can see in where it's going. The area drops a little bit, goes forward again, and there's other exact wall with the same kind of stones. And as these going up, you see those are dropping.
Nice.
They go. You see the dwarves kind of sit there and they just get it done. They kind of give a nod, and you see everyone and the guild leaders all take different areas and start making their way across.
All right.
So all the dwarves start heading over. You guys do the same, I imagine, unless you don't.
Yeah.
I shoot down the thing.
Yes. So you guys head into the other room, and you see them talking to a bunch of scouts that are there. And there's about 3 scouts that are there, and they're making some reports. And Cronin talks to them, kind of nods, and then the scouts head back out, not into the, back out to the surface. And he walks out. He goes, "It appears the scouts haven't found much. They said it's odd. They haven't seen any sign of any of the patrols down near any of the mid-levels. So it could bode well for us. It's odd that we're not seeing anything. So we're going to see what's happening." stay close. I would say stay next to one of us in the guild leaders, and we'll be moving in packs.
Can we see the scouts?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over to one of the scouts.
Okay, so you run back outside.
I thought they were in the room we're in.
They started leaving already, and you listen to him, which means that they've left.
Can I be like, just a word?
You run outside, catch him.
Yeah.
Okay, so you run outside.
They're like, did any of the Gold Guild come through here last night or today or any time earlier before we came through?
The Gold Guild, Well, it's all three. Two say they have no idea. I said, I have no idea. I didn't see anybody. One says, he goes, no, I don't think the Gold Guild is supposed to be down here. They were going to come down with you guys, and then they backed out. So they actually pulled all of their guards they had out of today, because this, which is normal though. He sees your look. It's normal because it's a 3-faction operation. He's not going to risk his own soldiers for no points.
Okay, sounds good. I'll run back into the other.
Okay, so you go back in, and once you're the last person in, and then you see Cronin goes, okay, pull them, and they pull the things again, and the ones in the back go up. I'm sorry, go down, and the ones in the front of you go up, and then you see it's just darkness, and every once in a while there's like a torch out in the far distance. Think of going into like Rings of Power, going into Moria, or something like that. And you could see, in the way that you could see far, and there's a ledge, and there's a lot of pits everywhere, and there's another ledge, and all different ways you can go, and there's just random torches throughout the whole thing. So it's very interesting. And so you guys start making your way down, and Dewar kind of walks up near one of you guys. He's like, this is where the founders used to live. Like many dwarves, the founders lived underground. But they actually did so well, and they gained so much control of the area that they began to move upside to the city and started to create the city from there. But then eventually they ran into the problem with all different kinds of monsters underneath. And then hundreds of years later, the Minotaurs started coming in, and the Minotaurs weren't a problem after that. And then all of a sudden, in the last, 25 years, maybe even less than that, they started surging even more. Used to be Minotaurs were a problem, but not like as aggressive as they are right now.
May I ask, why didn't you just lock up behind us, like get rid of all the bridges so that they couldn't come over and go into the city?
Do you know what we're trying to do here? We're trying to get down and take back the catacombs for the city and kick all the Minotaurs out. We have the stones stay down at all times. They can't get up there, and usually we don't see them until like they're about around the mid-levels. So they've never permeated our defenses. How do we take it back if we don't go down there? If we take the bridges out, how are we going to move our military down there?
But this is like your ancestral home. You want to take it back for...
That's why it's worth so many points. This is a part of our history, and we don't know much about it. We know the basics and what we have from written parchment and some story passed on. But like, there's so much information. The great library, the Silver Library, is down below, and we've not stepped foot into it for more than a quick second. I remember there was one battle, that took place there through it, and they were forced to flee. So like, there's so much that we've not really known, and
Well, we're gonna change that, right?
I hope so.
Yeah. Let's go find some Minotaurs.
So you guys start walking through, and immediately you start seeing what you saw last time. Is you see that these what they warned you about last time is that it goes into like smaller ways to walk. You go the same route, you walk through all this area, and it's like a literal minefield of pits, all different places. So you're making your way through it, and you're fine. It's not. They're always like 25 feet across. You finally make your way to a funnel area, and there's this one door that's there. And you see a couple of guys that come out behind, like they were hiding. They see you, and then Cronin kind of says hello to them, and they do the same thing. They open this up. They nod. Cronin nods, and he starts telling people, start waving everybody in. And now you walk in 2 at a time.
2 at a time, meaning our suits can both fit it.
Yeah, you guys can fit. Well, you can't. They can fit. You have the spider legs. Just you.
Oh no.
It's all right. Gotcha.
I guess I will take the front.
Okay. So you guys are walking in your own group. You have the 2 guys with you. So you guys are walking with like 70, almost 80 people, or maybe more than that, total. Everyone, they walk into like groups. They're in groups of like the 25, 25, 25. You are in a group of like...
How tall's the
6, 8.
ceiling?
It's us and the mechanics, right? Right, the guards are
They've spread out. Well, the guards are staying with the mechanics if you want to. They did that in the beginning, but now you can figure out where they can go.
Okay.
They were going to put they're going to put the mechanics in different groups, one in each group.
Oh, makes sense.
You know, so you can pull, if you want to pull 2 mechanics with you, you can, because there's 3 factions and they all have 1. It's your choice, or where you want to put the 5th mechanic.
With the Queensland Guard.
Okay, so there's 1 with you guys, and there's just 1 specifically with the queen. Two guys.
Right? Gotta keep 1 alive.
Sure. All right, so we're our own little... All right.
Question. The path we're walking down, is it like small ceiling, or is it just like a canyon that we're walking in? You know what I mean?
So it's about just about 10 feet across. It goes up really far.
Okay. Can I like climb up? You know what I'm saying? With
You
the
can.
Spider legs.
You probably could. You could put them sideways.
Yeah. So I can
Climb
be
up.
like kind of above.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So you start going up. You start going up the thing. The dwarves are like, whoa. So it's going up. Okay. The rest of you are just walking through. Yes. We're going in. We're going in.
Yeah.
So you go through. They close the door behind you. It goes halfway down. All of a sudden, you see you hear a noise, and you see the stone. Something breaks or snaps or whatever, and the stone just drops
The one behind us?
behind you. And you see air rushes down, and you see all of the torches go, and they all go out.
Oh no.
You're in the darkness, and you don't know what's happening. You guys can roleplay.
All the torches are out.
Yes.
All right.
I can't see anything from my vantage above, right? It's just now
No.
dark below me.
No.
Tuvin, can you magically light something up?
Um,
Can your sword light up or whatever?
yes.
Mr. RX, what is actually down here permanent structure-wise? So there's almost like buildings within that first area they were. So this area, it almost looked like it was like somewhat of a city underneath. Like I was saying before, think of like Moria a little bit. And then when you came into this area, this is like a junction. Well, I should say junction point. This is a funnel point down this 10-foot wide corridor, if you will. The ceiling goes up, must be like at least 100 feet or more. It just goes into darkness in the beginning. Now, the entire hallway seems to be just darkness.
I'm gonna like go backwards along to like where assuming the rope, right, like where it was holding, and examine the rope.
Okay, you go over there where you think it is, but it's pitch black.
Like if I just go backwards where I was, I don't come across like an opening where
No,
that stuff was.
no. Because otherwise it would just be easy for them to get to. You don't see the mechanism. You don't see or you don't see a rope as you were looking for.
So if I just keep going backwards, what happens? Like, does it open up eventually?
So imagine a very tight hallway.
Yeah.
Imagine this goes up like however 100 feet or more.
Yeah.
And then behind you is just stone wall, and then the inside of it is this stone that
okay.
drops.
I didn't know there's a wall in front. Okay. So then, yeah. I don't see anything.
I have dark vision.
Okay, so you can see pretty well. Everything's in black and white, but you can see. Are any of the ever intrepid adventurers in need of a Patreon reroll? I think yes.
Yes.
Who you want to give
Yes.
it
We all are.
to? Choose who you want to give it to, Tim. Patreon reroll to the
Nice.
first of the crew to kill a Minotaur.
Ooh.
Nice.
Charles, keep it interesting.
Do I want to look?
Are the torches still glowing hot? No, the torches went out. They went out. That was a lot of air that came through from when it dropped. And you kind of could understand probably the first 2, 3 maybe. But like it did go out everywhere. That was kind of peculiar.
I want to look over to where the door came down.
Okay. So
Whoever wins
You
rock,
see-
paper, scissors.
it's a lot of work. Go ahead, everybody, do it really quick, including
Four-way?
Tony. Pops. Oh, wait. So we're gonna do rock, paper, scissors, says shoot.
Says shoot.
Yeah, on shoot.
On shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, says shoot.
She wins. She beats us. We beat you two.
But you two beat her.
It's true. Oh man, we all. I don't know.
So who's just on the bottom? Who just plain lost?
Everybody.
Everyone lost to each
Everybody
other.
won.
Well, that didn't work very well.
No, actually, you scored 2 points, and we all scored. Whoever put scissors out technically only scored 1 win, right?
Oh.
So I win?
And you guys scored. Rock scored 2 points. So scissors loses. You guys keep going.
Oh yeah.
God.
Okay.
It's a tie.
Total wash. Total wash. Yeah.
Oh!
Tom wins.
Rock wins. Time to get paper roll. Let's never do that again.
All right. We do it every time we want. That's it.
Yes.
Always.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
I look over at the rock that came down.
Okay. You see the rock came down, and it's like, not only is it fit perfectly, you can't see anything in it. It feels like it's like wedged. There's no crack of air that goes in the other side.
Anybody there? Anybody lurking who I don't recognize? Anybody sneaking around?
No.
I want to look up at the top by the...
Does he see me up there?
You look up and you see a giant metal spider.
Oh.
Yeah, you realize now that he's there. He's up maybe like 15 feet, 20 feet.
Is there anybody else up there who...
No.
Like... No?
I just want to make sure that was the one that was behind us. Is the one? There was another one in front of us. Is
No.
there? Oh, okay.
No, just you walk through the one that
Okay.
there it was.
It wasn't an airlock like it.
Yeah, so you had the rocks in the beginning,
Yeah.
then you went through a whole area,
Okay.
and then you found one and you walked into that one.
Okay.
Deltuven, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Is there anybody else around the room that doesn't belong?
You hear her about 50 feet away yelling to you, her voice is echoing.
No. I don't see anybody here who shouldn't be here.
Everyone, keep moving. This is some sort of trap. Let's meet it and not wait for it.
All right.
A lot of dwarves start going forward.
All right.
Can they see?
You don't know if you can see. You'd have to ask them.
Can you see?
So most of them are in front of you right now.
Okay.
So there's no one around you to ask. Well, you have the guy. You have the mechanic, the locksmith, whatever you want to call him. Yes, I can see.
Oh, terrific. Could you guide me?
Oh, yes. Sure. Follow me. He takes your hand.
I just follow along the noise of the troops.
Yeah. I put my hand on my right on that wall.
Okay.
Just kind of follow along.
You guys are following the wall best you can. You're making your way, and all of a sudden you hear a noise. You hear maybe a few dozen or 2 dozen dwarves just scream.
What do I see?
So your dark vision only goes so far. You don't see.
So far. You mean?
Yeah.
It goes so
Yeah, this
far.
tunnel is very, very far. It's way beyond. So they're at least a couple hundred feet ahead of you, and you're all the way in the back.
Is
I
this
rush to the front. I push everybody down the hole to see.
What's happening?
What's happening, everyone?
You
No,
jump in the
I
end.
try to make my way to the front to see what's happening.
Okay, you make your way. Eventually, you run into dwarves, and they're like, "Hey, take it easy.
What's happening?
We're not sure. We're trying to figure it out." So, like, they're all like looking, trying to talk. You hear people saying, like, "What happened? Was it a pit trap or something like that?" He goes, "This whole thing is a pit trap, but there's no reason it should have sprung." He goes, "Well, I remember one time I went down here and it sprung. It's because they don't know what they're doing down here. You know, there's too many guys running on it. No one upkeeps it right." He goes, "Well, that's beside the point." He goes, "Don't worry. There's no way that pit trap will go off. There's plenty of dwarves that pass through here." He goes, "There's no reason these things should have went off." They're just arguing back and forth.
Is there any reason that stone should have fallen down? Has that ever happened before?
No, those stones are very strong chains. They can't just break. None of this stuff should be happening.
That's Cronin, right?
No, it's not Cronin.
Oh.
You're talking to the guys in the back of like
Okay.
one of the units.
Random dwarf.
It's probably Doer's unit. And Doer's ahead, and you're talking to one of the dwarves in the back.
Were any of the torches?
So we'll say you guys caught up. Who else is caught up with them?
Yeah, I'm assuming I'm like above.
Okay, so,
I'm assuming I'm in the back with the mechanic so that I'm protecting the mechanic.
so you're staying by the door?
Not by the door. Like we're just like in the back of
But
everybody.
you've caught up.
Yeah, I'll say we.
Okay.
What's our comms situation? We got comms in these suits?
No. Why does everybody think that we're in the future?
We got comms, Tony.
Oh,
So
comms.
I'm sorry. Is my laser gun in my left pocket or my right pocket?
Do I
Because
have,
like,
do I
they're
have keys
magic,
that
right?
lock my
You could
suit?
do like send message just through the suits. They have built-in send message.
Oh my god, my phone. I have no bars.
Um,
Okay, what do you want to do?
can I find out of the torches were
Charles
random.
Morris is reminding you that you have dark vision because you are a dark gnome.
Yes, you-
Oh right.
She's like, I can't see. Oh wait, she opens her eyes.
I can't see.
He's like,
my.
oh! If I open the eyes.
I can't see. Oh, open my eyes. Thank you, Charles. I forgot about that.
She was temporarily blinded by all the torches.
Yes. She looks right at the torch for us way too long.
Yeah.
Rhaegarian gnomes don't have.
Keep telling
dark
you not to
vision,
do that.
Sad.
They may have low light. I'm not sure. I don't remember. You have to look at the handbook.
So Tony, I have dark vision.
Yeah, you have low light.
Yes, you
vision.
can see.
FYI.
I do have low light.
You have low light vision. So, were any of the randomly placed torches? Did I pass any of them when I was
Yes.
putting my hand along the wall?
They're much higher than your hand.
How much higher?
They're about 10 feet up.
How much higher is my hand?
He's in the
Giant
suit.
gnome suit.
Boom.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can just read it. Yeah.
Roasted.
Can anyone light this?
Well, let's name the mechanic. We'll call him the locksmith.
Dax.
Dax. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I could do it. What's up?
All right, I'm like a big target now.
Because that's a. Can I see that? That's odd. It's huge, by the way.
Yeah, I'll hold it.
He
for you.
puts it down. He goes, "Oh my god!"
I'll hold it.
I forgot that you were in a suit.
What's odd?
He goes, "Look at this." He does it, and you see like a green spark. He goes, "That should light up green. Some kind of chemical in there. Some kind of powder."
Is it poison?
No, I don't think it's poison. I don't really know what it is, to tell you the truth.
I don't know.
When I see the light come on, I come down.
Okay, so you crawl. He goes, "Wow! Oh god!"
He's good. He's on our side. All right. Hey.
Yeah.
You're smart.
Okay.
That's how I view the world.
For you to see them, by the way, you have to go upside down.
So like,
Yes.
I'll do it. I don't care. That's cool.
the Dax over there says like there's like green sparky chemical stuff on this torch.
Can I see it?
You don't see it unless he does it. So he shows you. You see it sparking green.
Any idea like why they would do that? Do you think like somebody did something to the torches?
I mean, if it's on all of them, it looks like somebody went here and put this stuff on the torches. I mean, I imagine it's not. I don't know. I don't really.
What?
I'm telling you, it was
not normal.
Gold Vault.
Do I know what it is?
Gold Vault.
Yeah,
They're not even here.
I know, but that guy, he was all pissed off yesterday.
We shouldn't speak ill of the other guilds.
I'm saying it was.
Not everybody is. Never mind.
Do I know what the green stuff is?
Roll knowledge check.
12?
It's so fine that it's hard for you to distinguish what you're looking at, but it's possible. It could be. Like maybe it's crystal.
Crystal powder.
No.
Very, very fine, like dust.
Green. What's green?
Goodbye.
Go get away from it.
Oh no.
You know what this is?
Maybe. Do you?
It was my dwarf.
I have to find Guildmaster Elia. You know these crystals in my suit? Give my suit its magic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the green stuff is like ground up crystals.
Right.
Is it doing anything to you? Can you use your suit?
But don't touch it because I don't want you to not be able to use your suit if it's bad for you.
I'm just thinking if it was just. Was it
Blown-
just in the torches, or did they blow it down this corridor right now? Is it all over us?
Oh, and it like.
I look down. Do I see any of it
Oh,
on
it's a
me?
good thing, yeah.
Um,
I put the torch over.
Now that you're looking on each other, you do see a little bit.
I step back, guys. I try to light up my arcane sword. Does it work?
No.
My sword's not working, guys.
Why not?
This isn't good.
Because of the green stuff.
It's anti-sword powder.
No, I don't think.
He's laughing at his own dumb jokes. He's like, this guy is so stupid. It's me doing it, but he's so dumb.
Wait, it's anti-crystal?
Wow, Andrew. Andrew is on full blown troll mode this week.
What's up with that?
Ever since he ruined Jason Spector's
What
day.
What did we ever do to you, Phantom in the Morning?
I'll find Guildmaster Elion.
While he does that, I'm
You
just
try to find, you can't even get to the front.
give me that torch.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to like
You can
go.
walk up to where you got before. That's literally as far as you can go.
Where is Elion?
Somewhere up front, you assume.
I'm gonna try to like, because I took the torch from him. I'm gonna try to go along the walls and like light the other torches with the torch, like on the way down.
Okay. You make your way over there. You freak out every dwarf you pass because they don't know what's happening. They think they're being laid upon by dark spiders, and a lot of them are like, "Wah, wah." It's like a wave at like a baseball stadium of axes going up. Wah, wah. You make your way. You start lighting them back up. People can see. They're happy. You do see the slight weird green sparks now.
Every
It's
time.
very small. And then you guess you keep going.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go along, just lighting up the way
Okay.
for people.
You make your way over, and you hear a lot of dwarves talking, trying to see what's going on. They're getting impatient. They're getting worried. They know they're trapped in here. Like they don't understand what's happening. And then you make your way all the way to the front, and you see the hallway. Apparently, there's doors that are probably about 50 feet long, and they're just hanging open. And below is just darkness.
That's in the floor.
Yeah.
And I throw the torch I was holding down the hole.
You throw it down. It goes all the way down, and it goes far, far, far.
Like until we don't see it anymore.
Yeah. You eventually do hear it hit something and it go off.
Oh,
Yeah, it burns a bunch of dwarves.
I'm alive. Very badly burned.
I think I'm okay. Let me try my leg.
Why don't you set fire on
I'm okay. I'm the only one who survived. Boom. Never mind.
Are there dwarves like by the looking into the hole?
There's dwarves in the front, and there's dwarves in the back behind it. And they're all trying to figure out what they're going to do. A couple of them have rope, and they're trying to see if they can throw them across, like they're repairing right now.
Wait, there's like the big hole is between two sets of dwarves. Like some
Yes.
dwarves got across, then all of a sudden a big hole opened.
Correct.
Okay.
How high are the ceilings here?
At least 100 feet, probably more. Just you eyeballing it. Well, you must be 1,000,000 feet.
Oh, I can fly.
I can like tell distance.
Can you?
I
But what about math?
think if you asked me like, I don't know. Well, I don't know.
Dude, it's big.
It's big. It's like 3 Yetis tall.
I love doing things by Yetis.
So I was up above when the happened at the wind.
Okay.
I try to light my sword.
I think you're fine.
So my sword goes on.
Yeah.
Okay, it's good to know. I do it to myself, and I'm like,
It's like just a button. I don't know.
that's what he's been doing. I'm assuming it's like a button.
All right. Cool.
So these doors that are hanging open, they're real heavy, like they're metal. Can I I'm gonna come down and like see what they're doing with the ropes by the doors.
See, they're pulling out grappling hooks, and they're actually testing the rope, and they're arguing about who ties it better not right now, and they're all like getting it across. He's like, I'm just gonna swing it and throw it across. He goes, somebody gonna catch this. He goes, what are we gonna do? Catch it in my face? He goes,
Here, give it to me.
oh, okay. So he tosses it up to you, and then a couple of the guys toss up 3 more ropes.
Bring him across.
Bring him across. Give it to him. This is much better than his idea. He's gonna hit us in the face with these grappling hooks. So they tie him across. It just makes it there. They're holding on to it. They all like pull across. These guys do the same thing, and they start shimmying across some of the dwarves.
Wow.
This does not sound safe.
Can I kind of like escort above them in case they're gonna like fall? Or do they seem like they're short-footed?
You can, but you know.
Like if I'm looking at them, do they seem like whoa?
We now have to talk about the fact that you're doing spider climb ability, right?
Is that what? Am I using spider climb or am I just?
Are you a spider?
Yeah.
Are you climbing?
I thought I was just
Climbing?
along the wall.
No, you're spider climbing.
Okay. Spider
So
climbing.
you're using points.
How many?
We'll say 5.
Okay. 5. So then I'll come down on the other side. 'Cause I realize my suit's getting a bit worn.
Okay, so you make your way to the side. You come down, and they start ferrying people across. Finally, you get to the point where you reach the pit, and you see what's happening for yourselves. He never filled you in, so this is the first time you guys are experiencing it. And the dwarves fill you in, and they say, like, I don't know if you're going to get across in this rope. I don't think you're going to do it. You have to be the last one to hold on to it.
Yeah, well, okay. We can do that.
Is there enough space for me to like move back and fly me and the mechanic over to the other side?
You can fly over, but you can't take anyone with you.
I thought I could carry if someone was like, I know I can carry a gnome if he's out of the suit. I can't carry the dwarf.
I'd say no. They're much heavier.
Okay.
I might allow it. Well, I'll tell you what. If you can try, I'll let you try. You'll have to make it a temp roll. It's not going to be an automatic. And it's going to cost you 2 extra points.
I asked them, do you think I should try to fly him over, or do you think we all should find another way because you're not going to be able to get over?
Like, would you drop him?
No, not drop him.
No, I know, not on purpose, but like.
No, not drop him at all. I am saying because the two of you may not be able to get over to the other side, instead of leaving the two of you alone, should we all stay together and try to go around another way?
No, go bring him over. We'll figure it out somehow.
Yeah.
I guess I'll attempt.
Andrew says a gnome weighs like 40 pounds and a dwarf weighs like 400 pounds.
Oh, then no, I'm not trying that.
Yeah,
I'll die.
I'm trying to think of like the
Well,
size
I told you it's
differential.
possible. You know it's possible. You know you can do it. Because you have a long, long run, your suit is built to fly, so it's not like you lifting up 400 pounds, but it is hard. 2 extra points,
What is that coming out of?
wherever your fly
flight
is.
Oh, so I'm doing this with the gnome sling, right? That's what I have to start off with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you pull back. The gnome holds on to you.
No.
I mean, the dwarf pulls on to you. Please don't drop me.
I'll try.
Confident.
Anyone else got wings?
All right, so now instead of using just 3, I'm using 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
You pull back. He holds on. And go for it.
D20?
Yeah. You need to achieve a 15. Oh no, this is a different system. I'm gonna say 17.
Right, don't deduct your points. Like, keep your full points. You don't deduct the 5 until after
Right.
you use this.
Yeah, you can count it without taking away your points.
All right, so I'm putting 8 to whatever I do.
Whatever you had before you split the points. Yeah.
26.
26, nice. So you go flying up. It gets kind of low sometimes. You swoop up like Mario, and you go across. You get to the other side, and you're about to crash land into all the dwarves, unless you want to try to swoop up or something else. 3.
I guess I'm
So
crash landing. I don't want to use
You'll-
everything.
You slam into a bunch of them. You're gonna take some damage.
Great.
Ugh. 6, 6, 2. You're gonna deal to 3 of your stats. Any 3 you want. 6, 6, and 2. You crash land hard. Let's see if I roll a 1 twice. I'll just roll d20 to make it better for you. If I roll a 1, 2, or 3, he gets hurt really bad, gets smashed hard by the hit. You crash into people with weapons, and you're coming in pretty hot. Alive, alive. and natural 20. He's good. He lands perfectly. He drops off. And he goes, oh, thank God.
Wait, so what am I taking? 6, 6, and
6, 6, and 2.
crap.
Is it your?
Isn't her flight magical? Would it work for her? No, the flight is not magical. It's mechanical.
Technological.
Yeah. All right. So,
It's just me and you now?
yeah. Can you get over?
So the dwarves have left you the ropes, as they were saying before. So there's 2 ropes for each of you.
Am I tied to anything on the other side?
No, just you. The dwarves are prepared to hold you. Just 25. There's more than 25 dwarves there. They're prepared to
How far across
Wait.
is the gap?
50 feet.
50 feet?
Wait,
I can yell to them, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, Swoosh,
Yeah.
does anything on your suit let you, like, blow air?
No, not really.
Dang. Gotta get the dust off you, Deltuven. My crystals still work, but you're probably covered in the dust.
Oh, that's right. You can't even like do stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man, I forgot. I was like, oh, it'll just like magic us across. Oh man.
Dwarves are like, come on, let's go.
All right. You're lighter than me, I think, right?
I don't know which one of our
He's smaller than you.
Yeah,
I mean,
suit-wise.
actually, his suit is less weight than other suits.
That's-
It's made of iron still, but it's less
Right.
weight.
Wait, you want to chuck them across?
Yours
No,
is-
they're
yours-
holding the ropes. They're
Uh-huh.
there's like 25 guys.
Why is nobody listening to anything I'm
Yeah.
saying today?
So like go across if you can get across, and then let's see if they can get me across too.
Okay. So 25 dwarves are holding the ropes?
More than that.
We can hold two.
Dan looks at me like, do I trust Tony? Do I trust him? How long have we been friends? 10, 20.
It's not 50 years, so you know the
How
trust
heavy?
isn't
How
quite
heavy
there
is
yet.
my suit?
Your suit is pretty heavy. It's like wide.
So they can like tie the ropes to my feet, too.
Okay.
Use them as like a.
So you tell them to do the same thing. There's no worry about whether they can hold it. There's plenty of dwarves there that they're 400 pounds each one, or 300 pounds each one, and you guys,
Okay.
once you get to 10 dwarves each
All right.
side, like
Right.
you're already covered.
I'm gonna go.
All right, I'm gonna here.
I'll tie. I try and tie up. I try and tie the rope around them.
Okay, you have rope use?
No.
Okay, roll. Actually, no. I'll
I
roll.
roll, okay, 12, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll let you see.
10.
Oh,
Now I'm gonna re-roll it.
Oh, no, it wasn't. Okay. Sorry.
You can add your talent to that.
oh, okay. Well, my talent is an 11. So
So he ties the rope behind you, and
Don't like
you can't feel it because it's not your body. It's iron. So you
just in case you let go of the rope. Get you.
All right. Here goes nothing. I had it onto the rope.
Okay. You jump. You're gonna Dan. Don't roll the 1. Whatever you do, roll any number, but not a 1.
Not a 1.
If you roll a 1, you're going down that hole.
Okay.
What are the odds?
1 in 20.
Yeah,
5%.
5%. What are the odds? It's probably not going to happen. Definitely not going to happen.
that
Same-
was the hard one.
There's no way it happens.
Same odds as any other number on the die.
Right?
Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
19.
For 1 second, I thought you.
He did a little like.
Charles Morrison says it's the rowboat scene all over again.
All right.
Okay, so you go across. They pull you. You fall. You're like Mo, and then it holds. And then you start climbing up with them. They bring you up, and now there's 2 ropes left for you that are already there.
All right. Tie one up around me.
Please don't announce the roll.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's 2 ropes, right?
You would have lost 1 point from before. Now lose another point now.
Okay.
So
10.
it's plus 10.
All right.
What do you want to do?
Hey. Before I step off, you guys got the other end of the rope, right?
Yes.
Just making sure. See ya.
Step
Okay.
off.
You jump.
Yeah.
Roll d20.
Reroll. 18.
Did he roll a 1?
Yeah.
Yes! Oh my god! My God!
I think we were worried about me saying anything. He was like, re-roll.
I was like, I got one just a little while ago. It's
Oh my God.
What are the odds? Oh.
That was the rock, paper, scissors roll.
That's it.
That was amazing. Okay, so as it goes, for story, one of the ropes breaks, and you hold onto the rope, and you're fine. And they figure, like, you still down there?
yes.
And they pull you up. You got to the other side. The entire party is now on the other side, except
Or Yo-Yo.
the two
Guardsmen.
guards with the other locksmith.
They were very quiet.
They're just in the back chilling out because they didn't know what to do.
Come on!
There's the ropes.
No one has any more ropes? I turn to the...
Maybe we just stay here in case things go really bad. You come and get us. We'll be your last.
All right.
I guess they'll keep the other one safe, just in case, you know.
All right. Go up.
Are there still dwarves with us?
On this side, yeah, there's plenty of doors.
Does anyone know how to reset this trap? Can't we just get the doors back somehow? Where's the mechanism?
They'll look around like, we don't know.
Dang.
How
Wait,
many
that's
how
a
many
yellow-
books
a
are
yellow
there with them?
A yellow across.
What?
The mechanic Dax is over there with them?
No, I
No.
have Dax.
There's another mechanic with the other Queen's guys you said.
Yes. Okay.
You guys are so focused on yourselves that you want to focus on those guys.
Smits, Jimmy, go back to the wall that fell down. Put your backs to that. Bad guys can only get you one way then, or two from above. I guess.
Okay, sounds good. They make their way back. They take the mechanic with them, and they go over there.
How many
Whatever.
dwarves are left?
You have no idea. You're not counting.
Many.
You look and you see a sea of dwarves in front of you in two abreast going in, and you're like, it's more than 25.
Did we lose any down the hole?
They look at you like, we lost it. We lost an entire guild. Hammer Shield, the strongest of our warriors, fell down the hole.
Oh my.
Cronin too?
Yes.
What?
Who's in charge now?
I think it's going to be Elion. He's the second guild.
Where is he?
There, he's up front.
I wouldn't be.
We should go tell him about the powder.
Yeah, I want to try to rush up and find him. I'll yell, Eliad!
Okay, you start making your way up. So you see all the dwarves are just starting to move forward again, and eventually you get to the other side of this place, this corridor, and there's a stone that's high above, and you can cross underneath, and it's
Safe. Very safe.
safe. When the Dungeon Master describes anything more than 3 words, watch out. But for real, what do you guys want to do?
Other dwarves have crossed under already?
Mhm.
Just go. I'm just going.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah, I'm rushing through to find Eliad.
Okay, everybody roll a d20. Whoever rolls the lowest.
12.
3.
I rolled a frickin' 1.
I did too.
Whoa!
Reroll. Both of you. She rolled a 1 again.
15.
Oh man, this,
one.
this is gonna be bad. All of a sudden, as you're walking under, and there's like a dwarf right behind you, all of a sudden the stone goes and drops.
No reactions?
So it's gonna be. If you want to try to make it, well, you can't do a reaction to this because it's not combat. So it's just a duel. So this is a trap talent versus your agility. Here we go. Need to beat a 22. Like really, really bad. You can autosave. Actually, you can autosave.
What does that mean?
Oh, spend 3 points.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Or make the roll. You can't do it and then choose to make the autosave.
What's your...
You guys are not with her. Let her make her own decision.
I'll do the autosave.
If that's what you want to do. Tom's like, don't do that.
That's what she wants to do.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to die anyway, so let's just do the autosave.
Okay. 3 seconds to answer this question. Forward or back? 3, 2.
Wait, what?
Forward or back?
Forward.
3, 2. Okay. You roll forward. Now, the question is, where were you guys, in front of her or behind? So you're going to. Well, she rolled the lowest. No, I still can't tell. Everybody roll a d6. 4, 5, 6. You're in front. One,
Well,
two,
Dan
three,
did
in the
say
back.
he was rushing forward.
That's true. So you're in
I'm in
front.
the back.
4.
4. So you're there, and
Oh, she went forward.
Right,
oh,
I
she
went
forward.
forward.
Just you. I'm gonna roll a d6. 4, 5, 6. There are dwarves. 1, 2, 3. There are not. You're just on the back, but you may be in the back because you were. There are a few dwarves there. How many? There are 5 dwarves with you.
Everyone okay?
Did they immediately start? Yeah. Looks like something's going on here. It looks like someone is trying to take us out.
Right. How thick is this thing?
It's about 15 feet.
Any seams? No, it's like you said it's like right.
It's wedged.
It's this hole is the whole thing, right?
Yeah. There's no way we can move this. And I don't think there's any way to get back right now.
All right.
Did that happen like right by us? Like we know that
Yeah,
happens?
you all know what happens. Yeah.
No, you didn't.
No. I could try to break it down, but it's take a really long time.
Mr. agrees with you. It's Sonic time.
Yeah. I'll give it a shot. See what happens.
What are you using?
Sonic drill.
Okay.
All right. So I'll activate my sonic coil to just increase it, and
Okay, so what you're gonna do is I'm gonna give you actual bash rolls. You're gonna roll a 1d4. Every time you roll a 1, it's going to be you're gonna break into the stone.
okay.
I'm gonna say it's gonna take.
I have sonic bash instead of. If I think bashing is what I want to do, I'm going to use a different feature. That's just
Sonic-
it just changes the thing. It just changes the damage.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
sonic bash, I can use that skill, and it increases my bash chance on the roll.
okay.
So it's a.
So roll 44.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's gonna take. To be realistic, I'm gonna say 7 bashes to get through this.
Okay. 1,
1 bash.
2 bashes.
2 bashes through. Okay, so you're actually cutting through like enough for a person to see all the dwarves are holding the ground. And you hear like you're breaking through the rock.
All right.
You can do it again, but you have to spend your points.
Yeah. All right.
Here, I'll speed you up.
Okay. Thanks. All right.
Nope.
Nope.
One more. 3 bashes out of 7.
Yeah.
You can choose to keep using it. It's up to you.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. One more.
Nope.
Nope. Nothing.
Nope.
All right.
So you get like 5 feet.
Oh man, I keep trying, but I gotta get lucky. This is hard. And if I get through, I won't be able to do anything else.
So we're gonna say that these are the guys at the end. So these are the guys that have the grappling hooks with you, and they're looking. They start going back to the pit, and they're looking down. He's like, I don't know what we're gonna do, but I don't know about what you have on, but there is water down there, but it's far. You survived that fall?
I like water.
I like
Is-
water.
How deep?
I don't know how deep. It's not shallow though. It's got to be more than 100 feet or 50 feet or something like that.
I'll take my chances. If I don't do,
It's a far fall though. It's easy. See the dwarves like they start talking about like how far they think that is. Who are pretty good at telling depth. So they go like, it's got to be 1,000 feet.
Oh my god.
I'm not like I don't know if anyone would survive that fall.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm saying. You're in a fancy suit that's made for swimming and such. It's looks like it's made of metal.
Yeah, that's why I told you that.
Oh, sorry.
Why,
I thought you
why-
were like, we can make it. We don't know if you can make it.
No, we're like, we can't make it. Maybe you could.
Yeah, 1,000 feet. Come on.
That'd be a sick dive, bro.
You can do it.
You would definitely earn points for your guild for making that jump.
It's true.
Probably be the coolest thing I ever saw in my life.
It's true.
Dude.
I know I've used in the past. I used my sonic drill to kind of as a kind of cushion for things like this. 1,000 feet really seems like a lot of feet, though.
Yeah.
We just talked about how I really don't necessarily have a good sense of distance.
You argue that you did.
Yeah, well, I'm saying
It's like a couple Yetis down.
that's a lot.
Well,
many
last
Yetis.
time I said 100 feet up, that was 3 Yetis, so this is 30 Yetis.
I don't know. I don't think I can make that. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure even if I didn't immediately get like dead, like I'd probably break a lot of stuff in my body.
Maybe it'd only break your suit.
Jim Shank says you can throw something into the water just before you hit the break in the static barrier of the water.
Yeah, aren't there enough freaking gnomes down? Not gnomes, dwarves down
You
there
have to,
that'll cushion
you have to
your
throw it a little
fall.
ahead of yourself. But I don't know if they would know that.
Yeah, well, we allow all the fans' comments to be something that somebody says or an idea.
Oh.
So someone
What
says
if-
like,
would I
dwarves.
like as a previous surfer, would I have any insight into that?
100%.
Does that actually work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
You should do
surface
it all the
water
time with
is-
diving. You would, like if you're doing a big dive from a really tall tower, you'd throw something down and break the water first in case you slap.
Oh, so you want the water just like this and not to be static.
Yeah.
Right, that's where the surface temperature of the tension of the water is like
Like
concrete.
you ever see like in the Olympics, there's a little spout that comes underneath the boards. It's like rippling the water a little bit.
Really?
So if you slap, doesn't
Ah.
like.
See, I always thought that's how you knew when the water was coming.
It helps both ways.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right.
All right. If I get down there, what can I do?
Well, you eventually have a way to get back up. I mean, if the mechanism should not be on that side. It would probably be on the other side.
That's at the bottom. I have to fight through.
You're going straight to level 0.
Do you remember what level that is? He goes, I've never been down that far. Might be 7 or 8.
All right.
It's level 13. You get down there, swim out, there's the door.
Is there? Hey, look. Is there any? I've never been down here. Am I gonna go down there even though I survive and just get lost and die?
Well, if you're in, we don't.
Assuming I can evade the minotaurs. Like, is it a maze?
I've seen down there. Never been down there. You can evade him, stay in the water.
Jimmy say there was like some sort of monster in the water one time.
There is a monster in the water.
Yeah, I thought I remember that.
But you're in like an iron suit. What's it gonna do?
I don't know. This
Lis-
doesn't sound
Listen,
like
my only thought is guys think you're because you think that you can help, and we can't get into it. We're 5 dwarves, but you can get down there. And yes, you may die. I don't know.
So I just want to review this idea here. Okay. Your idea is I jump down into because there's water, and I'm in a water suit. I jump down to some level. You're not sure which one.
7 or 8.
7 or 8.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then,
You would be close to the end. Actually, you may even be able to get in the water and get down even further.
yeah. Right. Except I don't know where it is or what to do when I get there.
I don't know where it is down there.
Right. And then I'll be by myself with no way to get
Yeah.
back up, even if I did fix it.
Yeah, but dude, you're up here and where are you going?
And it would be really cool.
Well,
You have to meet up with everybody else.
Well, I mean,
With you to go, it ain't nobody.
I mean, if you just close the gate, you know.
by myself.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, if you could do that, that'd be great.
Just take that whole thing by yourself.
That would be perfect.
It would be pretty good.
Just keep an eye out for it.
How long are these ropes we're holding?
50 feet.
These
How
are-
long's the
these are-
rope?
These are the 200-foot ropes we brought with us, right?
the 200-foot ropes.
Charles Morrison says, no, that doesn't work. It was disproved on Mythbusters.
I was disproven. Oh.
He fixed it. Relax there.
Do the
Grammar
dwarves on the other
police?
side of the door have something to break the stone door? Tom wouldn't know.
My mitts.
Say this, my mitts. Running leap, 2.5 twists, backflip, and earn 1,000 points.
1,000 points over death is still death.
His suit can't control water at all.
No, doesn't control. It's not like magical.
No, yeah, so it's not magical and has sonic ability that you create.
It's like create the whole wind tunnel and then.
While that's all happening,
I'm sorry, just before I forget. I'll allow you to break the water though, because you're using sonic power, not a normal thing like we're talking about.
Right.
You could break the water with a sonic ability if you have the points to do so.
I do have the points to do so, but I don't think this is a good idea. So,
while this discussion is happening, can I blink? Like, I would go to the wall and know he's back there. Can I blink through the wall? I'm going to attempt to blink through the wall.
That's the correct way. Yeah, there's going to be... You know where you're going. You've been there before, so yeah, you do it.
I can just go?
Yeah.
I'll blink. Does my suit still blink?
You blink across. Now that I have to give you the bad news, you may blink right into these dwarves, into Tom.
well, we've moved.
You did go to the end.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're fine. Okay, so you're going to the other side.
Hey. Ah! Oh. Hey. Ace.
Sploosh, what's going on?
Sploosh. Sploosh.
Sploosh.
Did you splash yet, Sploosh?
That's exactly why he didn't jump, because he might turn into Sploosh.
Sploosh.
That's what he did in his pants. He splooshed them.
Yeah, I think the fans want you to jump.
Fans, guess what? It's not happening.
That's why I came over here.
Do it.
It's not happening 100%.
Do it.
Can you imagine if you back down from this opportunity? Like
Chicken.
this could be the moment for your guy.
It's water.
It's water. You're uniquely qualified. You have a suit that protects you. I'm not saying you should jump, but like...
I'm saying you should jump.
I'm telling you right now, like, there's the fact that there's air in the sky. She shouldn't just fly all the time. There's no benefit to me.
Yeah, why can't I just fly all the time, Tony?
That's a good point.
Like, just because there's water there doesn't mean I should go by myself. I don't even remember. This is out of game and in game. I don't even remember how many levels there are. That me being on level 7 or 8 means nothing to me.
I just don't think that that's the right idea. How did you get over here?
Remember, I can do the blink thing. Yeah, like that. Like Deltuvin. I can teleport.
Oh. Can you
teleport him?
I can teleport you. I don't know about the suit, though.
Can you help break? I tried to break down the stone a little.
Actually, wait. I teleported the bass shoot the other day. Oh, no, I didn't. I put the crystal in it.
Well, okay. Is there anybody on the other side of that wall?
I'll tell you what. I'll allow you to teleport him through. But you have to give up all your points in that stat column. You have to use all of your energy to reinforce it.
With the suit?
The suit? What do you mean? Yeah, with the suit.
That's such a good idea. Just push him.
This is easier.
But see, the
It's
thing
just
is,
like Age of Ultron.
he saved Ace in the tube,
That's right.
Oh wow.
so he feels a debt.
No, you don't want to just turn around and have one of your spider legs squish.
I think I can get us through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liam, push him.
Oh my gosh. All right. If you think you can get us through, we were thinking of a different plan, which probably involves me dying. So
What were you guys gonna do?
apparently, like 1,000,000 feet on the bottom of this pit, there's water, and it's probably pretty deep, and it ends up at a level either 7 or 8. We're not sure. And there's like a monster in the water, but like I'm in a metal suit, so what could happen? And then there's like a bunch of minotaurs in between us and the gate. And I could probably take, like 40 or 50 minotaurs by myself. And I probably could figure out how to, fix the gate by myself too. And then like also figure out how to get back up. So like
He's not salty at all right now.
that was the plan. I wasn't thrilled with it, I have to say.
I don't think that would work.
No, I don't know if the first part would work, honestly. I've like jumped off some cliffs before, but like not like 1,000 feet, and I'm actually worried that like the metal would hurt, not help. Even though I can swim in the water, I would have to hit the armor first.
Yeah, you'd definitely be like a squashed sardine in that can.
So like, if you could get us on the other side, that would
I
be
can
good.
try.
All right.
Let's do it.
Warning before you do it. Just don't roll a 1.
Here we go. Can I teleport the dwarves too? Because everybody's coming for a whole column of stats. Woo, that's a lot of concentration.
How many you got in your column?
15.
Ooh.
It's a big column for me.
What? Okay, but I roll.
Sure.
I see.
No.
Oh.
So I gather everyone
I'll
up.
tell you, you can see, but not right away. Okay, so you
You're blinking, not pooping.
It's the same.
you're overusing his ability. This probably won't work again, but because of the unique nature. Oh wait. Okay, so you go use all of your points.
What was that?
You make you use blink. You flash. You hold everybody. Try to blink everybody through. I think we end it right here. And I'm gonna put an asterisk right there. We're gonna end it right here. And something just happened that he didn't realize.
Oh,
I think I know what he's gonna say.
yeah.
This is how we get Yo-Yo in here all of a sudden.
No, it has nothing to do with Yo-Yo. This is everything about
They're covered in the powder.
something that could have happened. We don't know. We'll talk. Maybe we'll talk about the after show. For those of you who want to stick around, we're going to take a 3-4 minute break, and we'll be back, guys. That was Audio Dungeon. That was season 2, episode 4, the game, and it was interesting to say the least. Guys, we appreciate. We're here live every Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We play Riddles in the Dark, and then we play our epically adventurous adventure has been going on for a while today. This is Gnome Patrol. If you want to see more, go back and you can watch it on YouTube. Start some Celestial War, goes into Arcane City, or just start from Gnome Patrol and watch from there. And we appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. And thank you for all the rerolls, guys. We appreciate it. And we love you guys. And stick right there, and we will see you in a few minutes. Thanks a lot, guys. Good evening and welcome to Audio Dungeon. I'm Tony Hansen, your host, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew. We just played Gnome Patrol Season 2, Episode 4, the game. I'm going to take it right over here to resident first seater now, Tom Kakoza. Tom, what is the meaning? Tom's sweating bullets right now. What is the meaning of this episode? The name. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Okay.
Hey,
Sorry.
all right. So, I think there's a couple of things here, right? So the game, for those people who haven't seen the movie, and I only know the plot, I haven't watched the whole thing. So it is Michael Douglas, as we said, and he gets put into this intricate, game, almost like this trap where someone finds out everything about his life and then slowly starts to dismantle it, and he doesn't know who to trust. He doesn't know what's going on, and I don't want to spoil the end, but the end, it has a twist to it that twist has not yet revealed itself here in this session. I don't know if it will, but there is a lot of stuff where there's a lot of doubting about who you can trust. There's a lot of doubting about what is really going on. There's a lot of things get darker and darker and more. The conspiracy gets larger and larger as the movie progresses. And I do feel like there's some parallels there to what's going on here. It started out as this political infighting. Somebody pulls out. Now there's all this stuff. We're we're scared. We're in danger. We're trying to figure out what's going on and who to trust and what is this what is the purpose of this? Is it just for us to fail? Is it for us to die? Whatever is going on. So those are my connections.
I think that was pretty good. Any other thoughts on the movie tie-ins? Is there anyone who knows the game?
I haven't seen it in very long. I really don't remember it.
So let's talk about the episode. So this episode, did it go a different way than you thought?
Yeah.
When he pulled out, what is his name? Thorn?
No,
Fawn?
Fawn.
Fraun. When he pulled out, I was like, oh no, he's gonna cause something's gonna go wrong now.
That's what you think it is.
Well, now I'm suspicious because the entire Hammer Shield guild conveniently all fell at once together. I think they might be in on it as well. Something's going on.
So convenient.
Right. Oh, the whole guild, the greatest warriors.
They were the lead. He was in charge, so he knew where to go. And then suddenly, boom, they all were right there. Suspicious.
Or a great plan to take out your most effective warriors.
True.
Right. Yeah, no, I have to say I was anticipating a smash up dungeon crawl session where it would be a lot of combat heavy stuff. That was just me thinking going in, and I wasn't expecting this kind of paranoid trap fest, which was cool. It was a lot of fun.
You did get dungeon.
It was very dungeony. Yes,
very dungeon crawl.
It was more dungeon crawl.
It was more like horror movie dungeon crawl, but not, no horror, but like suspense.
Yes.
So Dan, what are your thoughts?
I was immediately suspicious of Fraun as soon as he pulled out. I was like, he's gonna find a way to come back and screw us.
Poor Fraun. Why does everybody just hate Fraun?
Maybe because you're using evil voice for him.
Probably.
I gotta stop using that voice. I only have so many voices. Some are gonna get redundant.
Especially now that there's anti-magic powder around. That's and they're like, that's not a part of the trap. This isn't supposed to happen. This isn't supposed to happen. So it's either Fraun or somehow the Minotaurs found out about what was happening. And they traveled all the way up, past the Silver City Scouts, planted these traps, and then went back down.
I mean, they did say that Fraun's team, when we came down and Ace asked the guys oh, did you see any of the Gold Guild? And they're like, oh no, they all left.
Uh-huh.
It's well, they leave and no one was there while they were switching shifts, and either it gave a chance to the Minotaurs to come up or it gave a chance to Gold to pull some crap.
No, they rigged it and they left.
And
those rats.
And you noticed, to add fuel to that fire, right? There was a little bit clarity on the timeline of the increase in Minotaur attacks.
Yeah.
They might have mentioned that last week, but I think it was made more clear this week that like around the same time that he showed up and his guild came to prominence, and he showed up from the dark, the Minotaur started increasing in frequency. The Minotaur attacks and they became more bold and going higher and higher. So there's a lot of smoke to this possible fire.
We want the smoke.
There is a lot of smoke. Wherever this fire is, there's a lot of smoke around it.
We want the
There's
smoke.
There's fire.
You want the smoke?
You want the
We want
smoke?
the smoke.
You want all the smoke.
Okay. You got it, my friend.
So now I will say this, and this is my only thing. Again, if you've seen the movie The Game, what appears to be happening is not always what's happening, and that is does put some. The title of this episode does put some doubt about are all of these arrows pointing at this one guy. Is that too convenient? Right, to your earlier point, is it a setup for a setup kind of a thing? Is this meant to go wrong and people are meant to blame somebody?
Could be that
It's all Elion.
Elion.
He's trying to get.
We could have gotten more of the Silver City and find that if they have any kind, they seem like they're very to themselves, but we don't know if they have any kind of a history of fighting another city. Maybe another city could have found out that all the guilds all the four most powerful guilds were going to be down in the catacombs at the same time, and so said, now's when we can strike.
Maybe it's Dewar. He's tired of being last place,
Maybe
making this push.
an entire.
Every time I look at somebody else, they check my eyes, look at me. Say like, maybe it could be this.
I think it's my NPC who was asking you about the anti-magic effects.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Clearly that.
Maybe, yeah.
Did you like when I asked that question?
I thought that was a great question.
What are you asking it for?
That room is shit. I thought that was an amazing question.
I thought we were supposed to be asking things like I feel like
That's the kind of stuff they would ask because
Right.
they're intelligent and they're
they're craftsmen.
they're craftsmen. That's a very thing, and you know that magic is a part of their life because they're so close to the Archmage's realm. That magic has made its way into their armor, and such. So I think that was valid.
All right.
Melissa, did you feel useless?
Not honestly, I didn't feel as useless as I thought I would once you said how high that first room was and I was able to fly the guy over. I do regret my decision to not swoop up. I was like, I don't want to lose too many points now, and then I lost a whole bunch of points and then lost some more.
Yep,
That was brutal.
that was tricky. Definitely was tricky. It was pretty cool with the spider.
It was helpful.
Yeah, it gave you the advantage of what was going on. So let's talk about where we ended. Looks like Dan knew I was going to end. So we talked before. Dan is like this, especially this season, and he's keying in to every little thing that I'm saying and what I'm doing. And he's starting to play differently. He's starting to play now. He's basing everything on what he thinks the DM is going to do and how I'm going to plan things out rather than the encounter. Let's talk about that.
Not necessarily.
That's my perspective of it.
I think it's playing more toward what do you think is something that would be cool? And the reason is because at the beginning of the season, when it's pick anywhere on the map and go anywhere you want to go, and we said, okay, let's play it safe and we'll go to Queensland. And I was like, oh, that's boring. Queensland's boring.
Yeah, I was disappointed. I wanted you guys to explore somewhere new.
So it was and then when you made it clear to us that it's no, I'm just putting the map out in front of you and giving you the freedom to choose where, just kind of explore the map and go somewhere cool, So now I'm sitting, now that's on my mind. I'm like, oh, okay, what can we do that the DM is going to think is badass, So now it's
are you trying to keep me entertained?
Yeah. So is the whole thing is this whole thing as simple as Tony put a 1,000-foot drop in front of Tom because it's just a 1,000-foot drop to his death? Or is it if you do something really, really badass, something really, really cool is going to happen down at the bottom? And I do believe that you DM that way sometimes, Where it's like, if you do something like totally off the walls, but like nonsensical, like you're going to pay for it. But if you do something that's like, you know, maybe it might be beneficial for the party, and you show guts, and you do it, and you roll, and you succeed, there's usually a big reward at the other end of it.
I'll say I want to say you're half right. So what I do is when these scenarios come out, sometimes since it's the type of player you are, some people play it very safe, Damien's Grow, and some people play it very risky. Okay, Rob at times, you know. So
sometimes Rob is the
yeah. So sometimes I find that people will do something that I consider is wild, you know, like this to this to this to this, and my first instinct is you're gonna die. So like I think they're gonna die. So what I do is I say, okay, since I think they're gonna die, I always try to balance things back in. I go, what is the correct way to do it? And then I decide how hard it's going to be to do every single thing and then let it go. Because I try to say, like, if it was to happen, there has to be a real way to do it. Just because my first instinct is me, Tony, in the real life on Earth. That sounds insane. But to this character, it's not that insane. It's possible. It is insane, but it's not, like, ridiculous. So I will try to build my way to it and then give you the guys what the parameters are. So you're right that if you do something badass, I can't just punish you and just say you're going to die unless I know it's death. If I open the door, then and it's the one that you're going to die, then yeah, you're going to die. But I feel like it's my responsibility as a dungeon master to paint the road for you to get there, as long as I can see even the squeak of the road, and then I'll draw it for you. You know, like killing Brooke's character, Arcade City.
that was like
Yeah,
the
like-
number.
like-
If it's 100% risk, 0 reward, you're gonna die. You're gonna.
Yeah, if it's because I can't see. I can't see the reason why he wouldn't kill you. And that moment where I did it,
And you can't tell why she would do that.
it's not. Yeah, it's not. It's not about the why. I knew why she was doing it. She was being emotional, but I didn't even factor. That doesn't matter to me what she thinks or why she thinks. That doesn't matter. It only matters that Eldarin, they're working on this plan for 6 months or longer, and like they can't. And we're in the middle of the plan going down. They can't let anything go. I go, if I'm trying to respect what Eldarin's doing, there's not even a part of me that says that he would let this go. Why?
Yeah.
Right.
Why? He doesn't have a connection to it. There's no reason I come up with. So therefore, yeah, he's gonna kill you.
I feel like you let me I feel like today you let me okay, you know what? You want to try and get the
I thought you were gonna
dwarf?
die. If you want to know the truth, I thought you were going to die when you're doing the fly, and I was goading you into killing yourself. If you want to know what's happening, so I'm goading you to do it because it's something that you're against doing it, and my job is to leave you in the middle. Later, Todd. So if I feel like you're not in the middle to decide because we said like, oh, that's too hard. Well, I want you to think that it's in the middle because it is. It doesn't matter what side you're on. I want you to be in the middle because that's fair. So when you're doing it, I was like, okay, if she doesn't fail, it doesn't make this roll. She's going to go down there. It's going to be way too far. She's probably going to crash, and I thought you were going to die. I'm not going to reveal that to you in the moment, but yeah, I thought you were going to die.
That's why I was like second guessing. I'm like looking. I'm like, I don't know if I should do it. Then.
I thought this was your death, and then you rolled really high. It was 26, and I was like, okay, that didn't happen. That's it.
No, instead I lost like a ton of points.
Yeah, there's tons of times like Brooke goes through the wall. I thought she was going to die.
Oh my God!
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. And I didn't build a way for her to get out because she got trapped in the wall. It is what it is. I think that trying to play what I'm doing in the moment is like the wrong way to play the game. You have to decide because there's times I don't agree. Hey, what's up? There's times if you want to sit down and pull up a chair and a microphone. There's times where I think that it's foolish and you guys live, and there's times I think you're going to live and you die, and I keep myself specifically out of trying to decide.
I was very happy that you actually would no, you do have an option. You can actually try and do this. I was even more impressed that I actually did not die.
Yeah, I thought you were going to die, straight up.
But I also feel like
Do you want to talk or do you want to just chill?
I also feel like we do tend to play more conservatively than
You guys do.
risky.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And the fans are, I'm sure, the last to tell you right now, watch, I bet the mics are going to start muting in a second. You know, you guys are constantly are like deliberating about it, talking about it, you know, and then like they want you just to go and they want you to like take some risks, you know, like Richard basically wanted you just to go for it the whole time.
I have to tell you. So, I know what Dan is saying. I think the difference is, is who comes up with the crazy idea if it works, right? Like that was all NPC. I wasn't saying like, let me jump down there and figure it out.
That's a good point.
Right? And so like, there's
And
not
who is the NPC telling you?
right.
Some random.
Some rando
Right.
dwarf.
And when he told you, did he feel like he was confident about it? No.
That's
So,
why I was like, let me recap.
So it's my job to put him in there and tell you because that's what the guy would tell you.
Right.
Now it's up to you to think. Now is that smart?
Right. And like I understand. I know that we do generally play. Although I don't know if I always do, but I think generally we do.
You've had a couple times where
Yeah,
you just threw across it to the wind.
Yeah.
Toss that rod right in the whirlpool.
Yeah. I instantly go
Throw
right to the rod.
fireballing. Like,
You
all the
teleported
fish.
out of the walking tower.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And you stopped my plot.
Sorry.
Literally, the whole game is going to change. You're like, I know where this is going. It's not going to happen.
Goodbye. So
Denied.
but
Yeah, for real.
yeah, in an instance like this, I'll behind the scenes this a little bit since we're about here. Like, I don't think the show works as well if we're constantly rotating characters out. And I think that if we play more balls to the wall style, like, you know, I like Swoosh. I want him to stick around. Like, I don't want him.
It's also true to character though, because people will take more risks because it's their character, but you guys will you don't want to die. You're playing like you would in real life a little bit.
Yeah, I think when we're not on the show, when we play, we're a little bit less attached to our characters.
Right. Well,
Right.
and
Yeah.
until you played it for a while, then you start thinking.
Then you start thinking about stuff
Right.
like that. Like this quest is a little bit looser in that. Also, like in a lot of our quests, like the weight of responsibility of succeeding is so great that you don't want to make the wrong move. Like our characters feel like a burden. Here, it's a little bit more like that's 1,000 feet. Like I don't think the math works out.
I feel like for me, I'm trying to play it safe because I played 2 characters. I didn't start playing D&D until like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
4 or 5 years ago. So like, my other character's still alive and wandering around somewhere probably.
Right.
I've never lost a character, so I'm like, I don't know that I want to start with this one. I kind of like her and blah blah blah. But
So what do you feel like is going to happen next week when you die? Is that going to freak you out?
I feel like it's going to be upsetting when I die next week.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like there should be like a little Galinda funeral.
Yeah, that'll definitely happen.
We won't leave you on a mountain again.
We'll drop you down the 1,000-foot.
Yeah, you'll be on the bottom of the mountain.
Throw
now.
her first and then jump after.
Break the water.
Your body will break the water.
She falls down like this.
I'll surf on her wings as she.
You had to jump down on eagle's wings.
I believe I
put this
can
out there.
die.
Yeah.
What's up?
Can I just put this out there that if Glinda does die next week, Swoosh has to surf her down that.
Oh my
because you're gonna
God.
glide down.
He's sadistic today.
Yeah, you guys are like.
Richard's wilding out.
No, Richard, I like that. It's a wonderful way to go.
What, you want to be surfed to
I mean,
death?
it'd be
Yes.
you just think of the story that would be written with. I mean, it would be a legendary dive, and Glinda would be part of it, and she's already dead, so it doesn't matter. And
Right.
it would just be
Screw me.
epic
The
on
excited
every
part of me
level.
agrees with him. Like, I want to see the water robot do the crazy dive. Absolutely. And that's what the guy kind of wanted to do too. He's like, live up to the legend, bro. He's
Yeah.
like, go down there. This is it. Like, that's kind of what was coming through.
I would say there would be 2 things. Like one, if it was like, yes, when you get down there, there's a staircase. You can get back up to level 2. Level 2, I would have taken, right? 1 level below everybody else. Maybe there's a chance they meet me down there.
No, you'd be man behind enemy lines.
Right, like, or some sense of like, I would say this honestly. If it was half the distance, that's what. If it was 500 feet, I'd give it a shot. But 1,000 feet, like I don't even have to worry about the water. My body hitting the suit would just crush me.
Yeah.
The suit's not. It's supposed to be in the water, not to travel to the water.
It's rough.
Can you tell us now if he would have died?
I would have died.
No, I cannot.
Okay.
If he had jumped, would you have ended the episode at the jump?
I
Yes.
thought so. Yeah.
Yes, I was waiting for that to end the episode.
Here's what you do. You get a big rock, put the rock under your feet, jump, and then when the rock is about to hit the water, you jump off the rock.
Yep, like an
So
elevator.
you're only jumping like 1 foot.
Oh, hey, that's
Actually, on an elevator, they tell you to lay down in an elevator.
Yeah, so you could splat instantly and die without having to worry.
I think
I think so
that.
you distribute your weight.
Yeah, it's supposed to.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're up at a certain height.
Yeah.
This is like the office. You'll be
Yep.
laying in pee.
Right. So I was preparing to end the episode when she went. I was like, I'll look at the time. If you look at the time, you're doing something, then you should get worried. I think it was 10:51, and I looked at the time, and I was like, okay, I could end it 9 minutes early if I really had to. And then she lived, and I was like, oh, we're keep going. And then he's getting close to it, and I'm like, well, if he jumps, that would be good. And then you came through the wall, and I'm like, okay, there's a lot of opportunity here for a good ending. So, yeah. Let's now deliberate on what do we think is going to happen. Liam, we're going to take it right to you. What
I think I'm going to
happened?
teleport, and they're going to stay behind because they're still covered in the little powder. I'm going to be exhausted on the other side of the wall. No way to help them.
Everyone looks at me.
No,
But it was a lot of points, so that's all I'm saying.
So now, under Dan's thinking, I might want to reward you for all those points because you spent so many points. Is that right or no?
So many points.
You spent so many points.
My biggest
Yes.
points.
So Dan thinks I'm just going to reward you. Now you might think that I'm not going to reward you because I want to fight against Dan's will.
That's right.
I feel like
as long as everything is just Dan loses. That's the way you play.
I feel like you're not telling us
Does
about.
does that not point to what I'm trying to tell you? Like you can't do that. You gotta get out. Gotta get out of my brain. There's only room for me in here.
So the cup cannot possibly be in front of me.
You've already lost. You've given away everything.
Although I will say, what if I concentrated so hard that I poofed them? And if you were to look at this, like if you were just an observer, you would see everyone poof, and a fine outline of them in dust would fall to the ground because I poofed them out of the dust, but the dust stayed behind because the dust can't teleport.
Yeah,
But they can teleport.
I would think that if either the dust works or it doesn't. Like if the dust were working, he wouldn't be able to teleport. I don't think it would just be that like he can teleport himself, but not anybody else. Either like the magic works or it doesn't.
Like I suck them out of their dust cloud. If anything, I help them, and now they're no longer covered in the dust. The dust is left behind in the hallway. We appear on the other side, dust-free.
Also, if everybody just jumped, they could have just jumped into
Well,
the water and cleansed themselves of the.
I don't know.
Instant.
We haven't discussed this at all, and I don't even know if you're right or you're not. But I don't know how sticky this powder is. Dan and I both took a dive, got caught up by a rope, and pulled up. So if the dust is not particularly sticky, a lot of it may have fallen off in that swing and drop.
That's a good point. We should have
Like-
just kept smashing
like
ourselves
snapping
against the wall.
Like snapping a towel.
Snapping
Right?
a towel.
We with a towel. Yeah.
I feel like Liam only got like the dwarves over, and you're just leaving Swoosh there to do this frickin'
That-
jump.
I would mind that less. Like I would mind that less if it was just me by myself. Like I feel like with 5 dwarves, like I was like, oh, I have like a little responsibility for
Yeah, they were like, it's really cool if you do it, man.
right. And then they turned out to be like,
Pretty much like
they'd be like my buddies from back home.
that's why they're careful to let him know it's dangerous because they're excited for him to do it, but they want to let him know it's crazy.
Dude, what if we watch you
there's a
die?
monster in there. Yeah,
Yeah, they're like, yeah, it might be a monster, but like, don't worry about it. Like,
you're in a suit. Like it was fine.
Was there a monster before I said there's a monster?
yeah, I told you in the last episode this thing's lurking down there. It only gets crazier the further you go down.
You know, do the level numbers go down or do they go up as you go down?
They go greater in number, if that's what you
So
mean.
13 is the lowest level.
Yeah.
The lowest level would be the higher number.
Which we haven't determined. We just keep saying 13, but I don't know.
No, he
That's-
said 13 layers, didn't you?
I can't
Like a
corrob-
cake, like
corroborate that
like
story.
a cake.
Yes, that's
Like Dante's Inferno.
That's what I was thinking.
Dante's cake.
Dante's cake.
13 layers. Got it.
yes. So Tony likes cake. And since he likes cake, it must be 13 levels. And 13 is 1 plus 3, which is 4. There were 4 of us.
Dun dun dun.
Keep going.
Tony's son is 4 months old,
Oh my gosh.
which means
Tyler's the villain.
Yeah, that's the way you bring your kid in the world. Hey, you're the bad guy, sweetie. It's all right.
Oh my gosh. I'm just picturing Dan with the male Pepe Sylvia.
Yeah, yeah.
Pepe Sylvia.
I got boxes full of Pepe.
So what's everybody's? Can you brought the DM a cake? Wow. No. So what do you think? What's your bet?
About what happens at the when he tries to
Yeah.
snap us through. I think what's likely to happen is it doesn't work. We're all stuck over here. He doesn't have any points. That's my more likely bet. The worst thing would probably be it works for him. He has no points. We get stuck on the wall. But
Stuck in the wall, you said?
yeah,
It's like all of us get stuck in the wall.
you don't get stuck in the wall. You get into the wall and they bounce you out and you take a lot of damage. That's the way it used to work. I don't know what it works. I don't know how it
Yeah,
works
that
now.
can happen.
Yeah.
Dan?
I think it works for everyone, but he really can't swim in a spider suit. And I was in the water in his spider suit.
No, we're
Can't
not
swim.
going that way.
They're not going down.
We're going back through the block to everybody else.
Yeah.
You're going through the block?
Yeah.
I thought you were going down into the water.
No.
It's 1,000 feet. I can't blink that far.
He can go like 50 feet.
Yeah, it's like a 50-foot.
That sucks.
Yeah, they're going through the door.
I was pulling him away from the ledge.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Because from Ace's perspective, he was the guy who fell in the wrong side of a thing when he was stuck in
That
the
was-
tube.
That was the weirdest trap. Oh, that wasn't even a trap. I mean, that was a part of, I don't want to call it a trap, but that was the weirdest conundrum.
Yeah, when your arm was in the thing. Yeah.
He grabbed you from falling, had you in, but he could not let go. And the only reason it worked because Dan blinked up another level and then got you out. Then you went into the stone, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You went
Right,
inside. That'd be a real fear for him because like he saw his
Oh,
friend.
right. Yeah, you went in.
Right. You
man.
got stuck in the stone and then you just holding it. That was the weird. I
No,
was
that's
like,
what-
what is
you-
this episode about? 'Cause
Yeah,
this is-
you blinked up, got stuck, pushed me in, right? Isn't that what happened?
he was able to help you there too.
Yes.
Didn't you use mage hand on him or something like that?
Maybe? I can't remember.
No, I don't
No,
think
no,
it
no.
was-
He blinked up top, scared me. I fell in the hole.
Oh, right.
He punched through the hole, and then Sonic blasted me up.
Oh,
and
Right,
then
he was standing on my hand.
Yes.
And then you caught me while you were still stuck in the stone, and we blinked back down.
That's the weirdest.
Oh.
The
That's
weirdest
right. I'm
thing.
like,
So
this
Ace remembers that though, and so he feels
We're telling
indebted.
you, I'm like, this might work, or I might kill you.
Yes, exactly. He Iron Man'd you up, propelled you with
Yeah.
the.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Oh my gosh.
That was wild.
See, we take risks sometimes when
Well,
we
that-
absolutely
you were-
have to.
You have no. There's no non-risk choice. Drop him or. So what do you,
have to toss me.
Liam? What do you think's gonna happen?
I convinced myself that the powder stays. We poof out of the powder. We're good on the other side of the wall. So many points.
Melissa?
I feel like
Then I'll
it's-
skip you because I don't think you know what really happened. A little bit. Did you listen to the way here? Okay. Do you want to make any kind of guess? No. Okay.
Well, wait, is there a role involved?
That's not.
Hold on. Let me bring you on here.
He already did the roll.
Hey guys, we're jumping.
Oh,
Vin
you already did
Benani
the
here.
role?
He rolled it.
We
We
don't
don't
know
Yes.
the
roll?
roll.
That
I
doesn't
made a
roll.
roll and I
Okay.
showed your wife the roll.
That's why I feel like it's not fair for me to guess right now.
You can guess what you want. I'm not gonna answer it. And then I show it to her for so that people would know like the roll is legit. And then I'm pretty sure she forgot the roll. Didn't even look at it. It was there for like 3 minutes. And then I said, okay. And I took it away. And she's like, oh, I think I know what it is.
That makes it even worse now, trying to guess what's on.
At least he missed the part where I said, I'm married. It only cuts people's chances in
So,
half.
so she made a joke and she said, was it in game or out of game?
No, it was in game because you said something about like.
No, I
oh,
mean
we
the
were-
joke. I mean the joke.
No, we were talking about me getting a weapon, and you're like, and you said, "Do you have any skill?" And I said, "No." So he goes in character. Oh, you're likely to hurt yourself. And I said in character by accident. Oh, my husband would agree with you. And they're like, "She's married." And they made a joke about how not Dan's character,
Swoosh.
Tom's character was only in it, for me or whatever. And I was like, "Well, I'm married. It only cuts your chances in half."
It's like I'm married, so I just cut your chances in half. And we go, oh, so if it's married, the chances are only half and not 0.
So my prediction would be everybody but Melissa gets to teleport through, and she gets stuck in the wall.
I'm
Wow.
already on the other side, but thanks a lot.
It's not even involved. He just put you in there. That's your husband. Everyone's fine. Melissa teleports you somewhere else into the wall, and we move on with our
We
lives.
trade.
I concentrated too hard. I pulled her backwards.
There we go.
So, Melissa, what do you think's gonna happen?
I honestly, I think he's only going to be able to get the trolls.
Trolls.
Oh God, now there's trolls.
They
brought a cave troll.
The dwarves through. I don't think he's going to be able to bring everybody through.
We're
So
all
it's either
going
going to be
through.
just Tom's character or just the dwarves. I don't think it's going to be everybody.
So I think the way you figure this out, what you guys can think about over the week, is just take all the facts.
Yeah.
Take all the facts, put them together, put them in a little pot, mix it up, drink it, see how it tastes.
Tastes like the dust gets left behind.
It's a good theory.
It's a good theory.
It's a good theory.
So this is the first episode where you guys are you're putting yourself back into a situation. You're moving forward. So the sandbox moves away a little bit because you're just going into a situation. But you are, as you noted in the beginning, you're playing the game, which obviously is interesting.
What's the title of the episode next week?
I don't do the
Dust in the wind.
week in advance unless
Oh, subtle.
That's 70s, isn't it?
It's definitely not the 90s.
green Jello sucks. That's what it'll be.
Oh.
Green Jello for green.
No.
That's what it really is.
Oh.
It's Jello.
It's alive.
We're
Yeah, I don't
covered
know.
in Jello powder.
Green
It was
Day?
never emerald.
Green Day. It might be Green Day, 'cause it's kind of awesome. And Green is very 90s. 94, I think it was for Dookie.
I was thinking of American Idiot.
That's 2000s. Yeah, maybe. And so I don't do the names until maybe like days before, usually. I'm very serious with the names. If you can't tell. I don't know if I ever
Days
mentioned this
before-ish.
before, but I'm the one who names these episodes. There was a time, one episode, when Rob named it, but the other ones,
You do all the names.
that was me.
Which one did Rob do?
Night Court, right?
No,
No, that was you.
Oh, it might have been, yeah.
You did not.
That was
Don't let's just steal any glory from Tony.
no, go for it. Night Court was you, my friend.
That's awesome, Tom.
Where did you get it from?
I don't know. Oh man,
Night court at night.
it worked both ways.
He was courting at night, and it was a court. It was like that might be one of the best ones ever.
Yeah, it was a good pun title. I can always
It was
Double intended.
offer up. What was Rob's title? Which one?
I think it was the one with Super Farmer where it was the Rose Within or something like that. And he named it, and I was like, "Oh, it's very good." He goes, "By the way, I was like, "No, Rob, you got it. It's perfect. That's what it's about. Like it was about the rose." And if I could be wrong. It's either the episode before or it's the episode where Lump,
Like sits on him?
yeah, Lump holds him the entire episode, which I think is fantastic that Scott did that.
Yeah.
And so it's either that one or the one before, because the one before was when you met Super Farmer, and that one was the one where the fire wolf was involved, and the flower got switched, and
Crazy stuff.
yeah, yep, that was crazy. Any questions about things that are important? We'll end it on here. Anything from the fans, real quick, before we go?
Next week's episode could be called The Rock.
Ooh, the Rock.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, I like that. Lots of things happen in that movie.
And you could put Dwayne
Yeah.
Johnson stuff in there
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
That's
Can you
nice.
smell what the episode
Exactly.
Oh,
is
it could be him and
And
The
man.
Rock.
Oh man.
He'll be one of the
Another one
Minotaurs.
is
I'm
that
just
they
gonna-
could end up on a different floor because he's put so many points into it. Something in the powder mucks up his crystal, and he ends up on a strange floor in the midst, surrounded by minotaurs.
Thanks.
just instant death.
The Rock. They go into a hard place to escape. Yeah, it might. You know what? I might use that.
I like that.
Rich is gonna might get an episode name in there. The Rock's
Yeah.
perfect.
I'm gonna
That was late 90s, right? Like 97, 98.
97, 95, 96, 97. Yeah, 97.
Before we go, I'm gonna
96.
96.
96.
I'm gonna give you guys a shot to ask me a question that is not about Tom's perhaps death or the teleporting incident. Ask me a question about the city, something you would have overheard from the dwarves talk to each other at any time in yesterday and that day before or during the end.
Journey.
Quick question: yes or no?
Are there any dwarves or anyone in the city who believes that the Gold Guild would sabotage this mission?
You got right to the heart of it.
Sorry.
You got to my core, Dan. Does anyone who believes? I I would say that in politics, there are people on all sides of the fences. Yes.
Just like you with that answer.
Did we hear anybody talk, conspiring?
No.
Okay.
Let's get 'em.
Hey.
When I cut the chains, I mean, I'm talking about this necklace.
Are you guys all on the side that says foul play?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The traps aren't working as intended. Dwarves told us that.
And the
right?
chains be breaking. It's off the
Chain
chain.
breaking.
It is off
And
the chain.
all the torches went out and are covered with green powder.
Right.
Unusual.
Must be foul play, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Any other questions?
yeah. Are there any other like dwarven relics, like the library you mentioned? Like there are other
Yes.
secret big bad buildings down here, or awesome buildings?
Yes. As always, as I like to put in there is an absolute awesome vault.
Wow.
When
But it's not in a pretty place. It's not. It's
To the
like
bottom of the lake.
if I'm putting a vault. If I'm putting a vault in, it's it's going to be. It's like go to the door or go to the vault, that kind of thing. So
Right.
it's in a tough place.
Level 12.
Is there a collector's dungeon down here?
Good question. No. I thought you guys did 2 collector's dungeons last time. So unless you go to a collector's dungeon, which you may, there won't be one. Sandbox.
When we were around the town, I know when we first got there and he introduced himself as from the dark, certain people were like, and like kind of backed away. But most people seemed okay with it. When we were around the town, did we get a sense that there was anybody in the town who was very resentful or disliking of our presence here?
Okay, so I'm answering the second. I'm answering your question at the end. I'm ignoring the first part.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm saying that's my reason for paying attention to that.
maybe a few people just like don't seem weird, but for the most part, people were just excited about it.
Okay.
You didn't notice anything. Nothing unless you ask me a more specific question. Nothing you really notice.
Which suit did they think was the coolest?
I think yours probably drew the most attention.
Yeah.
You were everywhere flashing your spidery suitness. So I think that you were the most weird.
Nice.
I would say, did I hear anybody talk about something to the effect of wanting us to leave this city as quickly as possible?
Maybe I would say you heard people just acting like, "What's the big deal?"
Okay.
Nothing so overt.
Right.
Oh, we should have just went and got Dewar. He's got the bash suit. Just bash that wall right open.
I can think of about 3 ways you can get through to that door, and then I can think of a few other ways you can get out.
I could still, just to be clear, point wise, we didn't talk about it. Like, I still have plenty of points to try, but like it was getting to the point where like I now had to roll lucky to make it through because I had that one try where I got nothing.
Yeah, and you could drop one stat to 0. It's not favorable. It's not great, but
Yeah.
you could.
Yeah, I still have plenty of juice to try, but I wanted to see like basically if I tried and I failed that, there would be no way I can make the jump. But even before knowing what the jump was, so I stopped doing it.
Yeah.
Right. So I had to get
You'd have to
success.
rest. Get your points back.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
And you didn't.
No, but I'm saying I did not. I did not spend all my points. I stopped at a point, basically saying,
Right.
if I need my points to do this, I can't do both.
Right.
Right. So we'll see.
Any other questions before we go? Anything you want to know?
Does the iron? Is it Iron Tower?
Tower of Steel.
Tower of
Tower.
Steel. Does it extend through into the ground like down here, or does it start at ground level? Because I know you said the entrance was kind of at the base of it.
The first level is the foundation.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
When we came back into the gargoyle's lair, and what's his face? What's his name? Fraun
Fraun.
was upset, visibly upset.
Yeah.
Did
He
I
knew. I also knew of what was coming to light.
Did I notice the reaction of
the gargoyle who seemed to be on his side the night before.
Did you notice it? No.
If I'm thinking about it now, as I may die, do I recall?
I'm pulling out a die for him. I'll give you a roll. This is your memory, I guess. Will?
16.
16. Okay, so ask your question one more time.
When we walked into the gargoyle's lair, we noticed that Fraun was very upset before the news was revealed. I'm trying to see if I can recall what the reaction was of the gargoyle that was like friends with him, that was like working with him to originally give him the boon.
Slightly squinting his eyes and rubbing his beard, leaning to the side in his chair.
Okay.
Like that.
Who was he looking at?
The other gargoyles.
Okay. Can I ask one question? Not about the city, but about the. Oh, that's the question. You can tell me if you can answer it or not. Is the most important part of this episode's title the feel of the episode, regards to like, or the plot of the episode?
Both.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right.
Definitely. It's a fun mystery.
Okay.
Mystery in the dungeon. Riddle in the dark.
That's it.
Yeah. It's definitely a fun mystery. And there's a lot ahead of you. A lot of interesting things ahead of you.
Is there a Balrog down there?
No, but you definitely. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm sure you expect it. You're going to have like the fight of your life. Like, make sure you know your system, because
Make sure we build in time to rest. If we
me,
don't
me
die.
helping you point out your things on your sheet is not going to be just playing smart. Like, you need to know your stuff, because it's gonna be challenging. It's gonna be a couple fights where I'm leveraging it where like I need to leverage the fights where I don't know if you could win. And that's how I kind of balance where I know it's gonna be like a great fight, and that's kind of where it's at.
All right, cool.
So.
All right.
Okay, guys, we're going to end it right there. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. That was the after show for Season 2, Episode 4, called The Game. This is Gnome Patrol, guys. We're Audio Dungeon. We're live every 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesdays. So if this is your first time, come back and visit. And you go on YouTube, watch the episodes, and you can join in on the live show and such. Guys, sign up for Patreon. Sign up to our Discord. You can check out information at theaudiodungeon.com for everything in the world of Audio Dungeon. Guys, we appreciate you joining us today. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next time on Audio Dungeon. Thanks guys.
All right, guys. Hey.